Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody, to the Saltcast IRL Tuesday afternoon live stream. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. We've got a lot of fun topics in store for you today. Today, I can't speak.
Today?
Wait until I butcher the next topic that's coming up here.
We got some stuff coming up for you today. Oh, Janae.
Today. I'm joined, as always, by my grumpiest of friends, Matt Vader.
I'm not grumpy. Why am I always grumpy?
Actually, he's in a good mood today.
I'm in a really good mood.
Yeah.
I got vodka and stuff, and I'm just glad we're here.
Yeah, you didn't berate Nadia as soon as she
Yeah,
walked
he was
in.
very nice
Why
to
do you
me
guys think
today.
just because you know?
Well,
whatever.
just wait until we start talking about TikTok, and then he's gonna be down.
Yeah.
He's gonna be down your throat.
I know.
I'm just
for
glad
sure.
we're here at all.
Yeah.
We got like yelled at a little while ago. It's like, get out of the room while I fix this. It's like,
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
What's going on?
Speaking
here?
of,
You weren't yelled. I asked you.
Well, you
all.
were kind of cranky.
No,
about
he
it.
asked very
It's like-
nicely.
He doesn't
doesn't-
get the fuck out while I fix this. That's what I heard. It's like, okay, whatever.
so our producer's been struggling with our browser. So if something happens to the live stream, we apologize in advance. It's been bugging out. We had to restart the computer like twice. So just bear with us. Hopefully everything's fine now. But
I know
we'll
why.
see.
I know why exactly why.
Because it's an Alienware computer.
Alienware. That's right.
Didn't have anything to do with the computer. It had to do with
Okay.
Chrome.
It's Google's fault.
It's Chrome is on Alienware computers.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the live stream. Let me address the chat real quick before we do some housekeeping. Penny is in the house. Backyard TARDIS, listening to some podcasts before he listens to us. Welcome, Nick. What's up, man? Good to see you. Penny, hello. We've got Kane. What is that? Cherry? I don't know how to say your name, sir. Kane?
Brother of Abel.
Kain. I'm going to go with the last half.
So pulling out the biblical references.
Say hello to Abel for me.
Vader's big on like the 4D references.
Yeah. Kane? You mean Kane from the
From the book
The
of
biblical-
Genesis.
from Kung Fu. Just walking the earth.
Anthony Mark is in the house, longtime fan of the show. Wendy Hunter, what's up? What's up? We got Matt Vader in the house. Rogue Attraction, what's going on, dude? At least Bob Dorsey's in the house. Oh boy, Bob Dorsey, the Joker voice. No Money G.
Joker.
What's going on, everybody?
Don't forget
Real old movies.
don't forget the best YouTube handle of history.
What's that?
Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington.
Banjo Sound.
I love that one. That's so good.
Nerdy Neo, Chappie, Sean Stackhouse, who has been freaking killing it on
I
CriticList.
know.
Hundreds of reviews.
He probably doesn't like that comment.
Hundreds. Oh my God. No, he probably doesn't like you. You're talking directly to him, you douche. You douche. I'm not going to review every movie ever
I'm not
made.
going to watch every movie I've watched since birth.
Well, Sean Stackhouse is going to review every movie ever made, and there ain't nothing you can do about it on criticlist.com, guys. That's
I'm glad I'm back.
Is there a list out there? Is there like the penultimate list of movies? It's the ultimate list of movies that's ever been made.
Like-
every movie
every movie
Just
ever made
from A to Z.
from A to Z. Yeah, I'm sure there's a library. Google. It's called Google. You
Or
could probably-
IMDb. Like,
It's got to
sure.
be something out there somewhere.
You want to put it together?
you're gonna watch every single movie ever made.
The work involved with that would be.
Oh God. You know, there's people out there that
Crazy.
would do it though, right?
I don't think we'd have enough time in our lifetimes to do that.
You could do it. You could do it.
It's a
When
lot
did
of
movies
movies.
start being made? 1930s? 1920s? It's the first movie ever. 1890 something,
I don't know.
right?
I honestly don't know. Maybe the film student over there can answer that question.
Yeah, when
but
was
I
the
don't
first
know.
movie ever made, Kadish?
Are you talking about like the little Nickelodeon
You know,
ones
back
or
in
like the actual?
back in the
Like a moving
the,
picture.
the moving picture days
Yeah.
with the
Charlie
before the
Chaplin
talkies.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
I,
silent.
I
you know.
believe the first ever theatrical motion picture was Birth of a Nation.
Oh, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Next subject. Next subject.
Somebody in the chat said 1865.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Real old movies would know the answer to that question. Thank you, sir, so much for that. Speaking of, we need to shout out our supporters of the show before we go any further.
Vader's playing footsie with me over here.
Oh God, don't start doing weird things, guys.
Mistook you for Jude.
Do we have a mouse? Can we bring up the?
Do we have a
Oh, we
mouse?
do. Okay. So I'm a little worried now. Our computer's on the fritz today.
What's happening?
We've got our superstar, William Forbus, top donator to the channel. Thank you so much. WG, Jillian N, top gifters, and all of you fine people who leave super chats. We really do appreciate it. The supporting show supports us directly, helping keep food on our plates, lights on our houses, and all kinds of really cool stuff. Plus, we get to make more and more awesome content for you.
I don't want to talk about lights on my house.
Oh, you got to decorate for Christmas
No,
now?
dude, I'm having issues.
You don't want to do it?
So you know those stupid,
Ooh.
you know the lights,
Go Scrooge.
the lights that are on those, our house numbers,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
4298,
Yeah,
whatever. Right?
yeah.
Well, I'm in an HOA neighborhood, and it's a pain in the ass. Well, right now my light is out on my
Are
number
you getting
sign,
letters?
and I got a letter. Right? Replace the light bulb so we can, whatever. It's like, oh, what are you gonna do?
They're going to charge you.
Yeah.
They can put a
So-
lien on your house.
So
They're going to be like,
well, listen,
He's renting, man.
I'm renting, so we're getting letters from our landlord, right?
uh-huh.
And so I go, and it's some weird little circuit LED light
Yeah.
that I can't find anywhere.
Even on Amazon or anything like that?
So we had to order. Traveled around the whole valley yesterday trying to find a fucking light.
Oh.
I finally found one that wasn't the same one that I had, but the guy's like, oh yeah, this one will work. This one will work. Wink, wink. So it's like, okay, it'll work. So I went home last night, plugged it in.
Didn't work. Oh, no.
So we ordered some that we think are the same ones from Amazon. And if they don't work, I might have to call you and you come fix my light. So I don't know, whatever.
All right. Let me know.
It's not happy. I'm not happy.
I hate
HOAs suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
They're
terrible.
in the Midwest. We don't have HOAs. When I came here, it was first time experience with an HOA. We got a letter because our garbage can
Yeah,
was
how dare you?
peeking out for like tiny bit of it. You can see if you look at a certain angle.
Are
It's
you
weird.
are you guys preparing for the Christmas light season?
We don't hang lights.
Good for you.
My neighborhood is insane.
Do they go nuts?
Yeah.
Look at like the what's
It's
that?
like,
Oh,
it's-
in
my
Sparta?
neighborhood is so insane when it comes to that if I don't, I will be this black hole of
Yep.
the abyss in the middle of my neighborhood that you'll be able to see from space.
Yeah.
Because I'll be the only one in the neighborhood that doesn't have any lights on my house. It's ridiculous.
Hold on. Before we get into this deeper,
So,
one
yeah.
reminder. Are we doing 5? We're doing 10. Are you gonna up it?
Oh, we
10.
always do 10.
10? 10 members, folks.
Let's
Jazz
do it.
hands. Let's get jazz hands for the
Let's go.
members.
I don't
You-
even think we have 10 people watching.
No, we got 41.
Yeah.
That's plenty. If you're not already a member, please join up. It's a great value. You guys get extra content every single week where we just get to have a great time and be unfiltered and talk about goofy things.
This week you'll get to watch me have a temper tantrum.
Oh, yeah. You were real mad at me. Ooh.
Idiot. Ignorant fuck.
Go to members and find out why he's calling me an ignorant fuck. All right. Yeah. Also, give us a review on Apple Podcast because that's super important. But more importantly, join us on CriticList because that's the sponsor of today's show, criticlist.com. Those people are awesome. We have a great community over there. We've already grown to a pretty decent number in our Salty
Yeah,
Nerd
got a good
podcast
little
group. Yep.
I've been plugging it on Dames and Dorks too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you so much. Yeah, CriticList is a great new review app where you get to go review your movies, your favorite ones, your least favorite ones, whatever they are. It's a free speech forward platform. And we are going to be joined later on in the show by the developer and creator of the app, Blaine. You will
Yeah,
join
man.
us shortly.
If you watched the movie in 1983 when you were 12, throw a review up there.
Listen,
You're so
listen,
salty about that.
listen. You need to calm down. Stop throwing shade at Sean Stackhouse.
I never seen
Because I'm going to go.
once.
I want to go review friggin'
I'm
Willow.
actually giving you more shit than I am anybody else.
I
You
went.
know, so
I reviewed the classics.
Mhm.
I did the Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Yeah.
Star Wars. These are things that I watch often enough.
Yeah.
I know how I feel
all
about
good.
them. I'm gonna go review Goonies. I'm gonna give it a terrible review. I haven't done that yet. I have not done that
You don't
yet.
like Goonies?
No, Goonies sucks.
Yeah,
They're
he's a weirdo.
awesome.
No, The Goonies is a terrible movie.
I have a theory that everybody has that one movie
Mhm.
that they don't like that everybody else does.
And yours, The Princess Bride.
Mine's The Princess Bride.
Mm.
His is The Goonies.
Yeah.
What's his?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
What movie
But
does
it- but
he
everybody-
think is terrible? Pacific Rim.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't know if that counts or not. but
No?
it's
Yeah,
pretty close.
because that's a genuinely terrible movie.
No.
Well, so is The Goonies. The Goonies is a genuinely terrible movie.
Did you see The Goonies as a kid or did you see it as an adult?
As a kid, hated it then.
It's usually some movie that everybody professes to love,
Yeah.
but secretly don't like.
Right.
Like Never-Ending Story,
I love Never
something like that. I'm sure there's plenty of people that profess love for Never-Ending Story.
I can't remember last time
It's
I've
like,
seen
oh,
it.
Vader hates the Princess Bride.
I know.
Yeah,
It's,
well, that's my movie. That's what I
Yeah,
don't
it's your
like.
movie.
I don't
I think
understand.
it's silly and stupid, and it's all the dumb people quoting it, thinking they're cool all the time. Inconceivable.
Joker.
It's like, okay.
Joker's voice left a super chat, but we're gonna get to it as soon as we get to the Marvel TV show subject. That way we're staying on track here a little bit. So thank you so much for the $5, Joker. We'll get to you in just a minute.
I don't think I have a movie that I don't
You,
like.
you probably do.
Oh, we'll find it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
someday.
one of these days we'll find it.
Yeah.
Hang out with us long enough, you'll find out what you don't like.
Yeah.
It's like, mine's Princess Bride and maybe Spaceballs. I get a lot of crap for not liking
Really?
Yeah. But here's the thing,
I'm
though.
amazed by this.
See,
I
like,
think it's disrespectful.
of all the
Oh.
movies that you would hate, I understand why you don't like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, it's not. It's you love Star Wars,
Uh-huh.
and that movie is very disrespectful to Star Wars. Tries to be funny about it. Most
Yeah.
people get the joke.
Mhm.
You don't get the joke.
Interesting.
Well, I
I've
get
never.
it. I just don't.
But I
appreciate
also, because we just talked about Alien,
Uh-huh.
and we had a great conversation about that movie and how wonderful it was.
it. Hello, my baby.
But
Hello, my
exactly,
darling.
but the
Hello, my
chest
baby.
burster scene, you can never. I can't watch the chest burster scene anymore
and that's
without
bullshit.
having that stupid jingle
It's
in my head,
fucking bullshit.
and it's bullshit. I
Yeah.
completely agree. I understand.
Get a stupid frog cartoon from Bugs Bunny.
I never would have thought of it as being disrespectful. That
It's
is a new
disrespectful.
angle. I
Yeah,
never would have.
there's
Hey, you stormtroopers find anything? We ain't found shit. You know, it's like
Well, but the thing is like Star Wars sucks now. Like
Yeah.
they've driven their prestige into the ground. So like, is it still disrespectful?
yeah.
Well, it depends on what they're referencing. If they're referencing modern
Well-
Star Wars with Disney, then and they trash that because they make fun of it, then yeah. Like if some cartoon somewhere or some movie from Mel Brooks has a guy who's basically Kylo Ren just throwing temper tantrums everywhere he goes, that's funny because Kylo Ren's kind of
Yeah.
dumb and he throws temper tantrums.
I know my
but
movie. I'm sorry.
When a TV show, I know there was a cartoon with the team from like Adult Swim, not Family Guy, but it was another one where it was like Seth Green or something like that was in charge of it.
Chicken.
Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
No, I like the robots chicken stuff. It was an animated cartoon, and it had like Darth Vader, and he had like this some dumb, goofy, hard helmet or whatever. And I felt like
could have been Family Guy. They
it
did
could have
really
been
good.
maybe, but I felt like it was super disrespectful to the OG Star Wars
Yeah.
stuff, and I was like, this ain't for me. So I get it.
It's okay.
I get it.
Honestly, I don't care if people don't agree with me because I know most of them don't.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's whatever. What's your movie? You said you just figured it
I
out.
think it's Gladiator.
Ugh.
I think.
You don't like that movie?
Get out of here.
I can respect it, but I wasn't like,
What's a dude movie?
I wasn't
Yeah,
blown
it's
away by
definitely a
it.
good
Like,
movie.
I can respect that it is a 5 out of 5 movie. I can respect that, but it's not my movie.
Huh.
Like, I wouldn't watch it again.
I'm not a big fan of Gladiator either.
Ah,
I mean, I don't.
but
think
we
it-
also both like The Flash.
I don't
so-
think it's a bad movie. I don't get everyone's obsession. with
Yes,
it.
yes.
Are you not entertained? Come
No,
on, man.
I'm not.
Makes me think about the Roman Empire.
It's got Charlie Allen in it, right?
Scott Charlie Allen, my boy
God,
Charlie.
Now I'm thinking about Roman Empire again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I took a break for a little while.
I
It's
didn't.
been probably
Every day.
maybe close to a week.
Every day I think about the Roman Empire.
Yeah. I had a
Yeah.
great conversation with Charlie the other night because it was like AM for him, but like getting down to
Uh-huh.
PM for us. And I was just chatting with him on Instagram. We were going back and forth talking about what we're going to do and this and that. It was a great conversation. Shout out to Charlie Allen and the boys over there at Combat International. They're great. Go to Scotland. It's great. Good times. Okay, so what are we talking about first? We've got Star Trek Prodigy.
Are we going into things? Prodigy.
Yeah, we're going to go into things. Let's pull this up.
Prodigy.
Mr. Producer. How's your mouse doing? Your mouse doing all right? Yeah, it's doing all right. Cool. Star Trek Prodigy. Well, how do you say it?
Prodigy.
Prodigy?
Prodigy.
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 Is it,
Prodigy.
is it spaghetti
Prodigy.
or
You know what?
pasquetti?
It's however you want to say it. Prodigy.
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 Yes. We don't care about words here.
It's
on
like
the
pork-
Saltcast
No,
podcast.
I don't know how to read. It's like porkagel.
Porkagel.
Yeah, it's prodigy. It's
Prodigy.
my porkagel.
There you go.
Found it.
You're welcome.
Star Trek Prodigy. It's the animated kids show that was canceled on Paramount Plus with its second season still midway through production has found a new home. Netflix has scooped up both the previously aired first season and has committed to airing a sophomore run once it completes production. Season 1 will stream. Sorry, I can't read. Later this year, with the second batch due in 2024. Oh wow, look at Netflix going in there saving the day. Usually they cancel things.
Terrible.
Netflix
It's a terrible show.
is it? I haven't watched it.
What is it about?
It's
Oh.
okay. So have you ever seen any of the Voyager shows? Okay. So Voyager happens to be one of my favorite Star Trek shows. It's the one that I grew up with. It's the one that I'm most familiar with. I'm a big fan of Janeway. I know not many people like the show, but I do. And so I don't. She's a hologram, computerized version of Captain Janeway, who was leading this like miscreant crew of kids around.
Female captain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Captain Janeway.
Oh my God, a female captain.
How do you not know about Captain Janeway?
So
I don't.
inspirational.
I've never seen any of it.
Oh man, yeah, these modern Trek stories when they're like, we're the first female. Fuck off.
Space Seed or whatever was my first episode of Star Trek.
Space Seed was your first episode of Star Trek
ever.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Starting strong.
Yeah.
What's up, V?
She's a special child.
What? I'm gonna watch Wrath of Khan this weekend. All right.
Not everybody's seen Star Trek. It's all right.
Seen all of Star Wars?
I'm old. I get it.
She's a fantasy
It's okay.
nerd,
I'm
man.
an old man. It's all right.
I watched Doctor Who if that's
I can't really get
I
into
can't watch
Doctor Who.
Doctor
anyway,
Who.
sorry.
I get it.
I can't do it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm surprised, honestly.
I'm so glad Captain Janeway's got a new show.
Well, it's not Captain Janeway's show, though. That's the thing. That's
You got a problem with female captains?
Yeah, I do. How dare they?
What? They can't fly
Females can't be in charge.
fly a ship?
What are you talking about?
Can't fly a ship?
My mom doesn't like Captain
Can't
Captain Janeway because she's a girl. She's like, oh, it's so pretentious. I can't take it. I'm like, really, Mom?
She's not that hot, so I don't.
She's
really
not.
know.
I mean, I get it.
But
now, the
that's not
7 and 9 show will be great because she's easy on the eyes, and she's got
what is it? Star Trek.
Does she have that hair?
Star Trek Legacy. Yeah, that's the classic. Janeway
That hair's not doing her any favors, man.
She lets it down.
Yeah.
When things get really bad for Voyager, Janeway takes her hair down. That's when you know.
Oh.
That's when you know she's game on. She's like, all right, I got to take care of business. She takes her hair down.
She sounds like she's got a frog in her throat.
She drinks a lot of coffee, and she's a pretty sexy lady.
A lot of coffee. She drinks a lot of coffee, has some cigarettes.
Give me a coffee.
Chicote, what are you doing over there?
I'm actually very surprised there's been a female captain. Is
Really?
she the only one?
No, well, I mean, now, like she
Chicote.
was at the time.
Chicote, are we gonna promote Harry Kim this week? Nah, fuck that.
No, he's an ensign
Okay,
still.
yeah,
All right, fine. Get that 7 and 9 chick out of here with the big tits. I don't want to see him.
We really should promote Harry Kim to something. You know, the
Ensign's
janitor,
fine.
anything.
We don't have anywhere to put him.
Where's Tuvix? Where's that bastard?
Fuck that Tuvix. Kill him. He's dead. we need Tuvok back.
Make it happen before I turn back into a salamander.
Go have some salamander babies.
Oh my God, Tom Paris is such a hottie. I gotta get with that kid.
We haven't been drinking at all today.
So wait, should I
no.
start with her?
No.
Would I get into that way?
I mean, well, it's because Voyager is pretty separate from most of the other Trek shows because what happens is they get caught into some like nonsensical mythical creature thing that sends them into the Delta Quadrant. So
the caretaker.
The caretaker, which is I've tried to figure out what the hell the caretaker is. It doesn't matter.
Some
Star Trek nonsense.
Some bullshit.
They get transported or sent from one part of the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant, and their whole show is about them trying to work their way back, and they get interrupted by a bunch of
they're 70
randoms.
years away from home.
Yeah,
and their whole thing is trying to get home.
Yeah, I like the show, but I understand
cool
it's got its weak points.
It's got some issues.
Yeah, people criticize it, rightfully so, but I really enjoy it.
Okay.
What were the weird aliens in the first season?
The Kazon.
The Kazon.
They were like Klingon light.
They were
Klingons.
Couldn't hang on
And
the water.
Klingons are the ones with the little like bumps on their heads. The little.
Oh my God, you really are a noob.
I am. I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
Jesus. Yeah. It's Worf.
Okay.
He's a Klingon, and in the original series,
It's got like my dad's haircut. Where
in the original series, the Klingons were more like Huns. They dressed like Huns and they had like little mustaches. But in the next generation, they turned them into aliens and they have like ridges on their forehead and stuff like that. Yeah.
So what about this show? What are we supposed to be talking
sorry.
about?
I don't know. I guess Netflix is picking it up. They're like,
Good for Netflix.
So
Show.
Paramount Plus canceled it,
Yeah.
and it was basically the Star Trek show to reach out to younger viewers to bring them into the fold. It was a Nickelodeon show, but Paramount Plus was like, screw it, we're losing money, so we're going to start canceling shit. And then Netflix has had a boner for Star Trek for a long time, and it was because of Netflix's boner that we got Star Trek Discovery for 5 seasons.
Terrible.
But once Paramount kind of woke up and realized like, hey, we can make money licensing this stuff out, Netflix jumped on it, and so like this is their way of bringing more Star Trek onto their platform.
I mean, I've never watched Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Never pronounced it either.
Prodigy. I've never seen it. I am a fan of Captain Janeway, but she's not really in this show. She's like a computer program that like gives advice.
You like manly women? with deep voices.
I like ladies with
I like to be a little dominated.
I like ladies with a little bit of a scratchal voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. When my wife is sick, it's on.
Oh, Jesus.
She's been sick 3 times.
She's got a thing for like.
That's where all my kids.
Doesn't Janeway have a thing for like Copernicus or some shit?
Copernicus?
I don't know, some old dude, Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, she has like a holodeck program where she hangs out with him, who is played by the guy who plays Gimli, also Sala from Indiana Jones.
But isn't he like her love interest in the show?
No. She
Janeway and Leonardo.
No, that's not a thing.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a thing.
But it's funny though because they're so separated from all of like Starfleet, and they're separated from their loved ones, so they start dabbling into like what can be done with holographic technology. And
unless we get Captain Proton.
I feel you get a hall pass at that point.
Well, that's essentially what the like parts of the episodes are about. It's like, hey,
not hologram hall pass. I mean, like actual person hall pass.
I have a wife, but she's 75 million light years away or whatever.
We never might see each other again.
Maybe I could bang the hologram.
Or the stewardess. Who knows, right?
Yeah, is it technically cheating if it's a computer program?
No, that's the whole thing. There's a whole episode.
That's where we're leading on right now with AI.
We need to be real here.
Yeah.
The holodeck on every single starship
Spank bank
is a whorehouse.
It's
just I need to stick my stuff in something
1,000%
because I'm in the spaceship and
by myself.
That's a story point in DS9.
Yeah.
Like Quark's bar, like he has all types of like erotic.
Brothels.
What's his name? Barkley, Ensign Barkley or whatever. It's his whole thing is he's addicted to holograms.
Yeah.
and Tuvok, because he goes through the what's the thing called?
Ponfar.
The Ponfar. But he's so separated from any other Vulcan. So there's no female Vulcans on Voyager.
You can go have like Klingon pain stick celebrations, ceremonies.
The problem that they had with Tuvok when he was going through Ponfar, the solution to that was to create a holographic version of his wife so he could go bang.
Oh.
That was the end of the episode. They were like, "Here, Tuvok, look what we did for you," and he's like, "Oh, all right,
let's go,
let's go."
I have a question though.
Yeah, what's up?
Holograms. I mean, when you touch them, you go through them, right?
No.
So
It depends.
Can you necessarily?
It depends.
Oh.
So there's holograms that are just interfaces that you can talk to, but they're nothing. They're like air.
Yeah,
you can go through them. Although certain settings that you can put in the holodeck where they will create a force field around the hologram to make it tangible. Like you can really get into it, you know what I mean?
You can decide, you know, the tightness.
Because that was that was one of the things that because they asked that question because they had a holographic doctor in Voyager.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey doc, how are you able to like do things and do surgeries and touch people and do your jobs?" Like, well, I'm outfitted with a force field that goes around me so that when I touch something, it actually something physical happens. So
Makes
that's
sense.
Interesting.
Oh, it's mumbo jumbo.
Okay.
But that's how it works.
All right.
Space magic.
Space magic.
Space magic.
Space magic.
It's funny how much I could talk about Star Trek Voyager. It's one of my favorite ones.
I just think it's weird that Voyager's your favorite show.
It's just the one that I grew up with. We got a $5 super chat from Mr. Tickle Drunk. What's up? Longtime supporter of the show. The large Hadron Collider threw Vader from his universe to ours. That's why his tastes are so vastly different. Only plausible explanation.
Look, my tastes are only different because I have the stones to actually admit when I don't like something.
I'm waiting.
And you're old.
I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day when people will admit that The Goonies is a bad movie.
Listen.
Goonies are not a bad movie.
You can love the movie all you want.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like the movie.
Yeah.
Admit that it's bad.
Same
Why
way
is
with
it
me.
bad? Why is it bad though?
I'll watch it with you and I'll explain by detail,
Okay.
scene by
Deal.
scene.
Deal.
Scene by scene.
Deal.
We'll sit right
Okay.
here. We can
All
record
right.
it for your content if you want. It could be your show.
Whatever. That's fine. Let's do
It's
it.
not bad.
It's
a
not.
It's a bad movie.
It's not bad.
Hmm.
Has a lot of heart.
But if I'm Mirror Universe Vader, that's fine. Whatever. I'm okay with that.
Maybe you just jump timelines.
Is there a shaved version of you that's nice?
No. Maybe shaved, but not nice.
Okay.
I'm a nice guy. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. What just happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just choking on my own spit. Sorry.
I have to talk to Nadia about this next subject coming up. Why people are watching full TV shows and movies on TikTok. What? You admitted before we started showing this that you do this.
Yes.
And I'm like,
So
no way.
when I'm doom scrolling, and
Doom
it's
scrolling?
Yeah, doom
yeah, that's
scrolling.
what they call
That's
it.
what happens when you're just wasting your life
my
away.
way, and you're just like scrolling through.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and a 10-minute video will pop up of a scene from a movie, and it'll get me interested. It might even be a movie I've seen before. So I'll go to that page and then go watch the next video, and then go watch the next video, and then by then you finish the whole movie. So it's like split into 10-minute segments. Sometimes I'll just watch like a couple of scenes of it just to see if I'm interested in the movie, and then go stream it or rent it or something. But yeah, you can watch full movies.
How is it? Because is it vertical?
So
Or is it
when
like
it
a
comes
small?
up on my when it comes up on my feed,
Yeah.
I mean you could. I don't think you can turn it sideways. I don't know. I've
No,
never
you
done
can't
that.
turn TikTok
But
sideways.
when it comes up on my feed, I'll actually go to the person's page or whatever, and then you can find the video
The
you just
number one,
watched,
yeah.
and then you can go through the videos.
Yeah. So according to
Yeah.
this article from, I believe it's Variety, this is a growing trend where more and more people are starting to watch TV shows and movies on TikTok. And like Nadia said, they're broken up into like 10-minute segments,
Mhm.
and people just go down these rabbit holes where like they're just watching them on their phones. And the article is really interesting because it goes into how like Gen Z, the Zoomers, are all about the mobile devices, and how millennials and Zoomers like have been kind of migrating away from TV to mobile devices, and that TikTok is kind of like, it's not legally doing this. It's not something that's endorsed by TikTok, because some people are just putting these things up, in violation of copyright. But more and more people's viewing habits are moving in that direction. And the next generation that comes up behind millennials, like Alex's kids, are going to be like, they're not going to be watching TV. They're going to be on their phones and devices watching movies and TV shows.
And certain TV shows like The Good Doctor, or things like don't normally would watch, they'll put like a scene, like a very extreme scene that'll catch you. Like, oh, what do I want to know what happens next?
Yeah.
And you go to the page, and then you start scrolling through. Yeah,
That sounds terrible.
Awful.
it is, but I mean,
You're like watching TV shows clip by clip, but
In a
not
sense,
necessarily in order.
You ever like try to watch a movie on YouTube that you're not supposed to watch on YouTube, but some dipshit out there has got the whole movie, but in 27 different 5-minute segments, but they're not in order, but they're in the playlist.
You have to,
Yeah, I know
you have
what
to
you're
like
talking
cite-
about.
just go
Oh
rent the
my
freaking movie at that point.
It's the worst.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could like whatever happened to trailers? Can't they just post trailers for the show?
But Alex,
They will.
if you were taking a dump and you had your phone in your hand,
yeah.
and Seinfeld came up, and
No,
you
look,
started getting into the episode of Seinfeld.
If I'm taking a dump, I'm watching the Salty Nerd podcast.
Nice.
That's what I'm
Well, I
doing.
mean, at that point, just like flip to Netflix and hit play.
Well, see, that's what sometimes I'll watch maybe 2 segments and be like, okay, this is a movie I'm interested in watching. I'll go watch it. But then there's some movies that I'm like, I don't want to waste the time. I just want to
Yeah.
see the most important part of it and then move on.
Are they monetizing these though? Are they getting
I don't
money for
know.
these videos? Because if it's
I don't think they're getting monetized, but what's happening is some studios are experimenting with putting shows that maybe like typical audience wouldn't check out on streaming, because when you're on TikTok, you don't have any control over what comes into your feed.
yeah,
And so they're hoping that by putting these little bits of TV shows and movies out there that maybe like haven't gotten an audience yet, they'll be able to bring in new audiences by exposing people to them.
I mean,
I'm like-
that's-
I mean,
like,
that's how we
I'm
get Inside All Day views. I put
Yeah.
shorts of our
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
on there, and
They're
the people
essentially-
for-
I sit
Go
there
ahead.
and I drop a deuce and I go, oh, Joker's voice. I wonder what he's doing. Or, oh, after the weekend. Oh, what JT and R2 were doing. I was like,
hey, look at that.
It's all good.
WG gifted 5 Salty Nerd podcast memberships. Thank you, WG. Really appreciate it.
halfway there.
WG, halfway to our goal.
That's right.
Thank you, sir. Don't forget, guys, if you are signed up for a membership, make sure to keep signed up, because we have exclusive content every single week just for you guys. We record it separately from our main show and release it.
We don't even record it on Spaces.
Nope.
Nobody sees it.
Can't get it anywhere. Can't get it
No.
anywhere except for in the members area.
That's right.
That's, I don't know. I guess business wise, if these studios are trying to get like more viewers, and they're like, hey, there's this platform that we can just post like clips of it, and it'll get, it's a wide net, cast a wide net. You'll get a
I
couple
want to know
people.
why. I want to know why people are on TikTok anyway. It's Chinese spyware, people.
They don't care.
I
They don't
don't
It's like,
care.
pull your head out of your asses.
They don't care.
Come on,
I'm
man.
not on
I-
TikTok.
And that's a problem. The people don't care.
Yeah, are you sure?
People
Yeah.
should fucking care that they're using
gathering
Chinese
data.
spyware.
But here's
It's
you want to hear the
ridiculous.
argument though? The argument is, well, freaking Facebook and Google and all these other apps on your phone do the same exact thing.
Yeah, but it's not Chinese.
Isn't it? You don't think Facebook sells your data
They
to?
probably do.
It's
Pretty
the only
much
place
anybody?
I can get sexy ghost face. Okay, leave me alone.
There's some weird trends on TikTok.
I really don't. I
too.
really don't use a lot of those other ones either.
But TikTok
why.
is super manipulated by China, though,
Mhm.
because like the U.S. version of
To be hon-
TikTok is way different than what they have in
Mhm.
China.
In my opinion, 6 months ago it was better. Now it's all about ads and products and people just
Yeah.
wanting to sell things. I'm really bored with TikTok. I really probably only go on there just to see if I can find reaction videos for our live stream. That's about it.
I hate Instagram now.
Oh, Instagram's the worst.
It's the worst. It used to be show your pictures. It was a photo app.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's nothing but 30-second long videos.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There's no photos on Instagram anymore.
And sexy ghost face.
It's just
Yeah, there's that too.
you know,
It's all it. Well, because TikTok was so freaking popular so quickly, Instagram was forced to react by
Yeah.
basically trying to mimic it to bring that audience
It's too
back
bad.
to them.
Which all started with Snapchat anyway. All
It was-
videos and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I never got into the Snapchat thing, but there's a lot of people that use that
Well, because you can hide stuff.
because you can. Yeah, oh, it disappears in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
you send a
it
dick pic.
doesn't. I'll tell you now.
Well,
There's always a
also
way.
Snapchat popularized the filters thing, which Instagram
Yep.
co-opted.
yeah, it's
they all just copy each
yeah,
other.
all these apps are just trying to copy each other to keep people's attention, and that's why every video is flashy. Every 2 seconds something happens, which is even starting to migrate into the YouTube sphere as well. If you start looking at really
Shorts.
popular, shorts, but even YouTube videos, because the thumbnails for YouTube videos disappear almost immediately.
Yeah.
So if you have a video and you spend all this time on a catchy thumbnail, it looks really freaking cool, and then that thumbnail is gone in half a second, and now you have your video. So now your video, the first 10 seconds, has to essentially be a freaking mini TikTok to keep people's attention long enough for them to get into the meat of whatever video you're making. It's frustrating as hell. It's everybody's got a goldfish freaking attention span now, and that everybody's just
It's pretty-
catering to
it's
that.
pretty
I
sad.
wonder when it's gonna pop. When all this stuff is gonna lead to, and it's just
Well,
gonna.
Do you guys remember Quibi?
What's
No.
Quip? Oh yeah, the streaming service.
Yeah, so like it was a mobile forward streaming service. Quibi was short for Quick Bites,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like original programming, a lot like Netflix and stuff like that. And it was all based around the mobile phone.
It went bankrupt in like 6 months. Right?
Yeah.
Like it crashed and burned hard. But it also that kind of happened during like the pandemic era. So
The before times,
the before times, yes, exactly.
BC,
Yeah.
before Coof.
Before Coop?
Before Coof, yeah. But it is interesting to me that like the upcoming generation, the Zoomer generation, the ones that are going to be entering the workforce eventually, their viewing habits are moving to mobile, and they're with vertical video, and they like these quick bites and stuff like that. And it's almost like TikTok is kind of doing what Quibi probably should have done, which is take established stuff and put it in the vertical format and feed it to people in bits at a time and stuff like that. Because I think that the appeal of TikTok is that like if you're waiting in line or like you've got like a little bit of downtime or something like that, you don't want to spend 40 minutes watching like an episode.
I mean-
but like you can watch 10 minutes of it and then like come back later on and binge the rest of it.
These things have definitely changed how we go through society. I mean, I hate lines. Like I don't stand in lines. But if I go get my oil changed in the Jeep, and I have to go to the dealership and get that done, if I have to wait in the dealership waiting room for an hour, it doesn't bother me at all anymore because
You have something to
I have
entertain you
something
for
to
an
entertain
hour.
myself with
Yeah.
this stupid thing right here.
Yep.
It's really weird. And in fact, I'd almost rather do that sometimes. It's very strange, but
I'm trying to move away from it.
yeah.
I used to be such a big reader and take books with me everywhere, and I don't do that
Mhm.
anymore. I'm trying to go back to that because I'm tired of being on my phone and just scrolling through things and
Yeah.
not actually
Yeah, but you
learning
can read.
anything.
You can read books on your phone now.
I don't like to read on screens.
No?
It's not the same.
It's not. I like to hold a
Says-
book in my hand.
Says the guy who listens to books
I do. I listen to books. Nothing wrong with that.
on your phone.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
not reading it on my.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at a screen that has a book on it,
Uh-huh.
I would much prefer have a physical book. If I'm
Mhm.
actually going to do the act of sitting and reading, I'm not going to do it on a screen. I don't care if it's a Kindle or a tablet, one of those fancy freaking ones that look like a piece of paper. Get out of here. Give me a
Yeah.
book. But if I'm just wanting to consume information,
So weird, right?
I want to listen to something. I'll listen to a book
I'm gonna make a tablet
that looks
with-
like a piece
with
of.
that looks and feels like a piece of paper with a pencil.
Isn't that
you can write.
weird?
It's very strange.
It's very strange.
But yeah.
What do you guys think about us possibly being the last generation to actually watch TV as like,
Well,
On it. Well,
Whatever.
I don't know about that.
I think we are, because I mean, look at we were talking beforehand, the fall of the House of Usher. Those are like 40, 50-minute episodes that you really have to sit there and pay attention. You can't just scroll on your phone casually watching. And I don't think younger generations have the patience for it anymore.
I think it's going to be a niche market. I think there's going to be a subset of people.
I think it's sad that our younger generations have no attention span.
It'll change though.
I think there'll be some rebelling against it.
I
People
hope
go
so.
back to reading books and being
It'll
able
be the
to
cool thing.
Whoever would have
Yeah.
thought that reading a book would be nonconformist?
That's isn't that cool?
So weird.
Isn't that cool
That's so
though?
weird.
Because absolutely. Whatever generation comes next, almost.
I'm gonna read a book because I'm a rebel.
Well, they're also going to mimic their parents. Whatever your parents do,
or do the opposite of.
or do the opposite of.
Yeah.
But like,
Most-
if your parents are readers, you're probably going to be a reader.
Most generations do the opposite of what their parents did, just out of almost pure spite.
Yeah.
So yeah, if your Zoomer kid has a kid in 30 years, and they're just freaking sitting there freaking fucking
I don't know, man.
looking at their phone all day long, their kids are going to see their parents just looking at their phone all day long and be like, I don't want nothing to do
And
with that.
breaking eggs on
Last
the forehead.
Christmas,
Yeah, right.
last Christmas in my living room. This is no shit. My grandkids, my daughters, me, and my wife, and my mother-in-law were all sitting down in the front room. TV was on. It was super quiet, and I looked up, and everybody in the room
Was on their phone.
Yep.
was doing this.
Yeah.
4 generations.
Wow.
It's crazy. And I remember saying something.
Scary.
And I was like, "Hey, the Grinch is on. Get off your phones." It was really funny. It was weird. It was
You're like,
just-
oh man, Grandpa's mad that we were on my phone.
My dad, when I was visiting, was like, I'm going to put a basket at the door.
your
Everybody's
phones
phone
in it?
goes in it
For
when you're
sure.
coming over family dinner and
It's a
you're
good
spending
idea.
time with
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
He is so tired of every time he looks up,
Yep.
my sisters, all of us, we're on our phones.
What I'm
great
not
idea.
I'm not giving my kids social media.
Yeah.
They don't have phones.
Oh, they'll have it, whether you want them to or not.
Not if I don't give them the equipment to do it with. Like they don't have like he's not, my oldest is 9, and other kids are his age that he goes to school with or goes to archery with, they all have cell phones.
Yeah.
He's one of the few who doesn't.
Coming up soon, for him to function in society,
Soon.
he will be required to have an interface.
Yeah, but I'll postpone it as long as I can because he
That's
will will quickly get addicted.
I agree with you.
Like the
I think they want him to be addicted.
that's exactly
yeah.
what they do. Yeah, they want him on there 24/7 so they can sell stuff to him.
This has turned into a weird conversation.
Man, I remember the only reason I got a cell phone at 16 was because my dad wanted to I was driving. That's the only reason, because I was driving and he wanted to make sure where I was
Yeah,
and stuff. That's it. I didn't get a phone to
Digital-
interact.
Yeah, but that was like the old flip
Yeah,
phone,
and you
right?
got to charge per text and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah. It was like 10 cents per text or whatever like that. And
Digital leashes.
I'm the same way.
digital
If Chris
leashes.
and
Is that
I-
what you called it?
It's a digital leash.
Wow.
There's a thing on here that says it's called know where your person is at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's called
find your friend.
my friend.
My
Yeah.
wife and I
My
have
wife
it.
is on there. My daughter's on there.
I can find my wife whenever
I know where
want.
my other daughter is all the time. It's not a big deal. But but
I got dark. Anyway, let's address. God, I can't speak.
that was kind of an interesting conversation.
It was. Well,
And-
anytime you
and-
bring up TikTok to 4 old people sitting at a table.
I'm not old, first of all.
No. Yeah, I mean,
Yourself with that one, sir.
TikTok is an app funded and found and used by an enemy state.
Yeah.
China is an enemy state. Okay. It's no different than if fucking Iran made an app and wanted us all to use it. And we're all, okay, I'm going to give them all my information. Here, Iran, Ayatollahs, do some shit with our stuff. Don't do it. Find something else.
There's a lot of other options out there.
YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts.
Yeah. So they would love nothing more than if all the TikTok users went over to YouTube Shorts.
Well,
They
to
would
be
lose their
honest,
mind.
like I said, TikTok's just full of
We are-
selling stuff. That's it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And YouTube, I feel like people just remix, not remix, but just reuse all this stuff. Like, I mean, everybody does it that edits podcasts, and they take a clip, they edit it,
Yeah.
and they put it on a vertical platform, and then they just mass distribute it across all platforms, like Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. But everybody does that
We're all guilty.
Yeah.
And we all should be ashamed
because
of
that's where the
ourselves,
audience is.
including myself.
That's
I
where
am
the
not
audience is.
ashamed of myself. Thank you.
It's like that I am forced to use some bullshit slave labor Chinese made fucking phone
Yep.
to function in society, literally function in society these days, is annoying as all hell.
and we're all just fishing for people's attention.
And it's ridiculous.
We got 83 people's attention right now. Thank you all for being here. You guys are amazing. Speaking of apps on phones that you're addicted to.
But it's weird meeting somebody who's not on social media. I have one friend who has no social media whatsoever. Nothing. Zero.
But it's very purposeful though.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm choosing not to do this thing.
You have to be the outlier now to be.
Yeah. But you know what's funny is I never feel like
normal.
I have anything to really catch that bump on. I'm not always like, oh man, you're missing this thing that's happening on Instagram. Never have once have I ever said that to anybody.
Mhm.
Well, one of the interesting things about social media is that it kind of breaks you out of the mainstream content consumption, because user-generated content is also a big thing.
Mhm.
And a lot of people prefer to watch user-generated content on social media.
This is true.
Like a lot of the creators who are coming up through TikTok, some of them have like hundreds of thousands of followers. Remember that girl that we met at the Raiders game that one time?
Yeah.
She was up there. She was doing a little dance.
She's a bottle girl.
Yeah, and she's got like 600,000 followers on TikTok.
It's a bunch of thirsty dudes.
Yeah. Or people just watch people
It's like, are you here to watch the game? No.
I'm here to dance in front of with the game in my background.
Yeah, that's
For
all it
clicks.
was. The
That's
game
all.
was the background.
Yeah.
60,000 people in the Raiders playing. Were
Spent
in the background
$150 on that ticket.
for stupid fucking.
But I bet she
TikTok
made
dance.
more money on TikTok than
absolutely.
Probably,
the $150.
But Katie brings up an interesting point though. Is like, it breaks us off from like we're not watching CNN for our news anymore. We're not looking to mainstream produced content. We're looking for people who are just like us, just doing something funny. And every once in a while that catches, and these people get super popular.
But I also think there's an issue of being envious of people too. I think it brings like people feels like they're missing out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my life should look like that. My house should look like that.
Oh, it's all
my
fake.
kids
So
should,
yeah.
and people don't realize like these people
Don't
stage
live
these
like
things
this.
all
Yeah.
day long.
Do you hear about the controversy? Not controversy, but there was like these TikTok stars or whatever. They were posing in front of private jets and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
It's not their jet.
It's not their jet.
Let's go down to the business airport and just go pause.
Look at this. Going to LA.
Or they pose in front of Lamborghinis they find in the street
it's
and
totally
stuff.
not theirs. It's all
Yeah.
nonsense. Yeah.
Hey, I see somebody in the background.
You do? Oh, Blaine's here. What's up, dude? Let me bring him.
What up?
What's going on, brother? It's
Not
good to
much.
see
Yeah, can y'all hear me all right? This was
Yeah.
a little bit of
Good.
inside baseball, but this was a freaking nightmare getting in here. After trying to set up our podcast that we've been working on, Matt and I fervently, I apparently have screwed up everything else. So you
We've
know.
been having our own little technical difficulties here.
Yeah,
So
but
far,
we're
so
there.
good, but we're doing all right.
So,
What's up, Blaine? Thanks for being
not
here.
much, yeah.
Everybody, welcome Blaine. He is the creator of CriticList, the sponsor of today's show, this month's shows, actually. So thank you so much, Blaine. I think this is one of our, is it the end of the month yet? We got one more to go.
One more.
One more to go.
Yeah,
Good
I
deal.
think so.
And then I
Uh,
think I'm going to pop on a Saturday there at the
Yeah.
Halloween show, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Let's see. We had something in mind. Oh, the Marvel controversy. That's what we're going to talk to Blaine about today.
Yeah.
Marvel's Wonder Man gets trashed.
May get trashed.
Wow. May it get trashed? Man, what is wrong with
I
my
don't know.
brain today?
I have no idea. You're just
Can't
missing words.
speak.
Too much TikTok.
There's little doubt that the big story of this week was really, this is the big story of the week. Marvel Studios television division undergoing a bit of an intervention as those involved have realized their approach isn't working and are opting for a more traditional route with showrunners, show Bibles, and creatives in charge. What?
Yeah,
What's a show Bible?
they're changing. Well, they realized that what is it? The latest bunch of Marvel stuff has been crap, so they're going back to, I guess, the roots, right?
So essentially, what's happened is when Marvel's first started doing TV shows, they
Mhm.
treated them like movies.
Yep.
And they didn't have like the traditional showrunners. They didn't have people overseeing the production. It was more like, they'd bring writers in, they'd write the episodes, and they'd move it on to a producer who would take it through, and the director would take over, and they'd shoot the entire season like a big long movie. And they wouldn't do any focus group testing or anything like that. They just poop it out onto Disney Plus, essentially.
That's the best way to describe it.
And what they're doing now is they're going to go to a more traditional model. So like a show Bible is essentially a kind of like reference document
Mhm.
that has like all the characters, the style of the show, like, you know, episode outlines, like stuff that everyone can refer to in creating a new episode of the show. And it's very traditional in TV to have like that, and then have an executive producer who kind of oversees everything and has like their creative vision. In movies, it's the director who kind of has the creative vision, but in TV, it's the executive producer. And so Marvel's basically saying like, well, we tried something new, it didn't work. We're going to go back to the more traditional model. And part of their shows, you know, like they had this lineup. They had Echo, they had Agatha, and then they had Wonder Man. And of those shows, and Daredevil, and of those shows, only Wonder Man was the one that hadn't entered any production phase yet. So Echo and Agatha are pretty much done shooting. Daredevil's going back to the drawing board because it was apparently so bad that they just had to like start from scratch. And Wonder Man hadn't gotten off the ground yet. And there's talk that like, nobody cares about Wonder Man, so like, why are we making this show? And so like they're considering scrapping it.
Yeah, please.
Do you think they're trying the James Gunn route where they're trying to take like D-list characters and Marvel and stuff, or C-list characters, and
I think they're just
trying to
running
bring
out
them
of
to the
people.
foreground?
They're just
You think they're
running out of
people?
characters. This is a $5 super chat. One of the first super chats we got today from Joker Boys. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. WTF is going on with Marvel TV? Let me see. Kevin Feige and his grand experiment called the MCU, and Bob Iger for allowing it all. Hashtag keep talking. Go check out Joker Voice's channel. It's a good guy. Does commentary on Marvel stuff like that. Star Wars.
One of our buds.
Local Las Vegas dude.
Yep.
Great guy. Yeah, the whole this what there I saw I think it was Gary from Nerdrotic, or possibly one of the Geeks and Gamers guys tweeted, or X'd or Twixt or whatever you want to call it. Posted that freaking just lost my brain. I don't know what I was going to
The
say.
Marvels
with
aren't going to be doing so good either.
that. No, it
Box
was
office?
Yeah, that's not looking good.
Yeah, that's looking real bad.
Yeah.
it was like right there, and then it just
It's okay. It'll come back.
We got to start doing the
Disappeared.
live stream first in the morning.
so I'm like fresh,
Yeah. and
not
then
not coming off of what did Jude make me
I don't
today?
know, it was
Root
some
beer and vodka.
root beer and lemon.
God, it was so
Smirnoff.
good. It's
Very
delicious.
strange, Very strange.
She was like, this is my favorite drink.
And I
Alex,
was like,
Alex was skeptical
okay.
until he started drinking it.
Yeah, then I started drinking. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever.
But essentially, so Marvel is in a state of flux.
Yeah.
It's come out that basically they've had no plan, and if it wasn't for James Gunn, they wouldn't have had a plan in phase 2 and 3 either, apparently. So basically, James Gunn, when he sat down for Guardians of the Galaxy, he basically mapped out all the backstory and leading up to Infinity War, which you know he needed to do in order to like make sense of his own story.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin Feige was like, "Oh, that's pretty good. I'm just going to follow this."
I remember. They said for the Marvel's movie that's coming out, they're like, oh, don't worry, guys. You only have to watch 18 and a half hours worth of TV
Absolutely
shows
not.
to understanding what's happening in this movie that's coming out that you have to see because
Absolutely
it's
not.
Marvel. And I'm like, yeah, that's the big problem is like, I am not going to dedicate that much of my time
Nope.
to a TV show that's not even that good
For an unlikable character.
for an unlikable character of a movie that I'm not interested in seeing. Like their whole premise for this second half of like Marvel's lifespan
It's such a weird
is nonsense.
thing that we've fallen into with modern day movies. Could you imagine 1981 or 1982? You know, Return of the Jedi comes out, or
Mhm.
was that 83? I don't remember. But it's like, we got this movie coming out, but you got to go read this comic book series, read this book, and these 3 series on
TV
NBC
shows.
late night.
Yeah.
Before you can go watch this movie to understand everything that's going on.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, and it worked for years, right, with the MCU, but then everything just kind of fell apart. The problem was they started releasing content that nobody cared about anymore.
Yeah.
And so they lost everyone's interest, you know, and now they're trying to shoehorn in all these other characters that no one cares about, or, you know, just making it more obscure. And it's like, it could have been cool, but it's not.
Yep.
I'm still mad at Marvel for duping me into seeing Captain Marvel in the first place, the first one, because it was marketed as you absolutely have to see this movie to understand Endgame, and really you don't.
No, you
You
really don't.
You don't.
Oh,
And it was
and they're fully expecting the Marvels to just like take a bath. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
like nobody's going to go see that thing.
Yeah. Well,
Nobody.
it doesn't help that your front runner is Brie Larson, who is just continually sticking her foot in the shit
Wasn't there
all the time.
Wasn't there a time when we kind of liked her?
But-
Like back when she was in King Kong and shit, right?
Yeah.
She was,
Kong Skull Island.
And
She was
Scott
in that.
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim
Oh, yeah.
versus but that was like almost like a cameo though.
Was that pre nose job?
I don't remember.
I think
She got
so.
another job? I don't care.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't heard from her because of the actor strike.
This is
So-
also true.
That was such a blessing. Oh my god, it's been so
The
nice
studios were probably
not
like, oh
having
my
to
God.
listen to all these stupid actors
Well, no,
talk about
she
this
got
shit.
usurped by Rachel Zegler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Now, she instead of getting her own sequel, now she has to share it with 2 other people who we've only got introduced to in other movies or other TV shows. And she's like, yeah, Captain Marvel's not enough. We're going to have 3 of you.
Pass.
And they
Yeah.
destroyed Nick Cage, so like nobody wants to tune in to see Sam Jackson in that character anymore.
How did Secret Invasion go?
It's terrible.
It was
it
bad. It was really bad.
Oh, no.
Well, it's kind of funny because part of the reason why Marvel's course correcting right now is because of Secret Invasion, like the true story behind the making of that shit show
Yeah.
is really fascinating because like it talks about how like they originally had a different writer who was going to come on, and he was like this guy from the show called Mr. Robot, which was an excellent show.
Mhm.
And he was kind of crafting out like this big mini series that was going to kind of like lead into Secret Invasion and all this other stuff, or Secret Wars. And then Marvel got impatient with the guy, and they're like, we're just going to bring on another writer to do this thing. And they slapped together like this 6-episode miniseries that, they put out, shot this whole thing, and
Did nothing.
and
Yeah.
they were fixing it in post production because, like, when they got into the editing room, they're like, oh, there's also so many problems. Let's go like do reshoots and let's make the Super Skrull like the big bad guy and all this other stuff, and let's totally like neuter Nick Fury.
Isn't the most powerful super being in the
Yep.
MCU right now
Gaia.
the chick from
Yep.
Game of Thrones?
Amelia Clark?
Yeah.
She's in that
She
show?
has all the powers.
Yeah, she's
All the powers.
Gaia.
Everyone's
that-
powers.
Yeah, she's the new like
All the powers.
super being.
It's like Rogue, but like
No, she
No,
has
no.
literally has all the
Yeah.
powers at the
Wow.
same time.
Where
But-
to the point in which not only does she have Drax's powers, when she gets Drax's powers, she also gets his tattoos on her arm that look exactly the same, because that makes sense, because tattoos are power,
Drax the Destroyer?
Yes.
Yeah,
She gets everybody's
She,
powers.
he gets his ass kicked
You
in
see,
almost every Guardians
You see,
Everybody
movie.
when
in
they did this
Endgame,
thing,
Everybody's powers.
at the end of Endgame, some lab technicians went out into the battlefield, and they did swabs of everybody's DNA of all the different things, and they made this super serum.
Are you for real right
Yeah.
now?
No, being
Yes.
100% real. And they made this serum, right, that has everybody's superpowers in their super DNA, and they just put them all in the super
They just
milkshake.
mixed it into a soup.
like a ninja blender, right? And then whoever like gets injected with that super serum
Yeah.
gets all the powers.
Yeah.
And this is
What?
spoilers for the last episode, but it's totally fine because you'll be punishing yourself to watch it. So
That's how dumb Secret Invasion.
Oh no.
If I was in charge of Marvel, I would take off a year or two. I'd be like, no content for a year or two.
Yeah.
And then come back, reboot with a good Fantastic Four casting and movie, and then lead into the X-Men. And that's what I would do. Fuck all of these other shows, all these other D-listed characters.
Just put it to bed.
Just be like, listen, we're going to take some time off. We're going to listen to the fans,
Yeah.
and we're going to come back
Oh, whoa,
with a really
whoa.
good
If
Fantastic
I-
Four.
if
You're
was-
not allowed to be in charge if you're going to say listen to the fans.
I'm gonna listen to the
That
fans.
is not our policy.
Here's what
Right,
It's
right.
not our policy here at Disney. We do not listen to the fans ever.
If you're Kevin Feige, here's what you do: you go to Comic Con, right? You go to Hall H
And get
They
your
have a
balls
big
kicked
panel.
in.
and you have like DVDs or whatever, like covers of all of the things that have come out since Endgame, every single movie, and then you have a garbage can that's on fire standing right next to you, and you just start going, "This is what we're gonna do going forward." Okay, all right, Hall H, woo, everybody, you take this movie, throw it in the garbage can. Take this movie, you take every single thing that's come out, and throw them all in the garbage can, and you start over.
Yeah.
Let's
people
see.
lose their shit.
Yeah.
Let's see what CriticList has for Secret Invasion for reviews. Let's see how many. Two. Okay, so there's only two.
There are.
So
I'm
guys,
one
there's
of them.
87 people watching. Most of you, I'm assuming, have at least seen some of this show.
I forgot about reviewing this.
Let's blast out a Secret Invasion review. Whether you liked it or not, you can post whatever you want. If you like the show, put in here that you like the show, because we want a real score. We don't want some skewed, nonsensical score.
I mean,
But we've got two so far at 29% bogus for this movie.
Yeah, we
Oh,
won't,
sorry, the
pack
TV
room
show.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dash.
just-
Oh, it's Dash Rendar and Blaine. We got those are the only two. So let's get
Good Lord, what a slog.
Dash Rendar. Yeah, heinous at 19%. Good Lord, what a slog. The MCU has been falling apart ever since Endgame. This is a truth.
I mean,
Truth.
I liked
Oh,
WandaVision.
he rated it as heinous.
Heinous.
Yeah, I liked WandaVision as well. I've seen it 3 times, I think, actually, believe it or not.
I thought it was a good, strong start, but everything after that, I mean,
yeah.
Loki's
What about Moon Knight?
Soldier was
Oh my God.
a abomination.
It was so dumb.
and it was one of those things where basically like they had like this whole like virus subplot
That they had to cut?
that they had to cut out
Yeah.
as soon as like COVID hit, and it was just like, oh my God, that was a mess of a show.
Captain America is my husband's all-time favorite Marvel character, probably next to Taskmaster, and watching him get angry every week as we watch Falcon and Winter Soldier was, peak, I guess. And Taskmaster too.
I
When you
actually
saw
liked Loki.
Loki's
I thought Loki was good. I'm looking forward to season 2.
It had promise.
season 2's not bad. I've seen the first episode for season 2. It's not terrible.
Is Hiddleston just carrying the whole show on his shoulders?
Him and
Owen Wilson?
Yeah, Owen
Yeah.
Wilson's mustache is carrying that.
Wow.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, he should keep that all the time.
All right.
What did y'all
That's
think
cool.
of Moon Knight?
That's all right.
It was shitty.
Couldn't watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
And
I
I
enjoyed it.
because I like the comic book character, and I feel like they did a really bad job of kind of translating it into the small screen.
Wait, you didn't like the first Arabian superhero?
Blaine, did you like it?
I actually did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. But I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was on that point where which I'm a big Marvel fan. I have thousands and thousands of dollars of Marvel comics stacked up. So it's like, I try to like really hard. And sometimes I come off being like, man, I probably shouldn't like this as much as I do.
You know what was really good and gets slept on a lot is Werewolf by Night.
Yes.
That it was like a one-off. It was like a short 15-minute thing, but like it was really it was probably the best thing that Marvel TV did. And I'm kind of wondering like why they didn't kind of like
They're bringing it back to color
continue with
and
it.
Full
putting
color.
it in color, which I think is a shame. I think black and white is perfect for it.
Wait, is this animated?
No.
What is this?
So it's a live action Marvel one-off where basically they took some of the horror characters, was it Elsa Bloodstone and Man Thing, I think is what it's called, and a bunch of other stuff. And it was like it was like a horror short set in the Marvel universe with characters from kind of like the horror end of Marvel. And it was really freaking good. It was actually like surprisingly good. And nobody talks about it.
Yeah, Joker voice
horror.
says Werewolf by Night and the Guardians holiday special has been the best from Disney Plus and Marvel. Probably, I did watch the holiday special with the Guardians. I had a lot of fun with that one. Also, Sean Abreen, Daredevil was probably the only good Marvel show. That was back when Marvel was like, "Hey, let's do some adult."
Netflix.
Yeah. They had
And
Netflix in charge of
Season
it.
1.
God, that freaking
was
show was awesome.
And that is how fast you can post.
And Punisher.
Did you just review this
I
Secret
just
Wars?
posted a review.
Look
of
at
Secret
that.
Invasion.
Just reviewed
Just
Secret
now.
Wars on. Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
reload, refresh.
It's
and see
not
how we
super
do.
large or anything, but
I would say all of Netflix's Marvels was it was okay. Like Daredevil was great. I liked Jessica
That's it.
Jones.
20%.
Luke
Yeah.
Cage and Iron Fist I could pass on. They're not bad, but
There we go. There's Matt Vader 74's Secret Invasion review at 20%.
terrible show. Death of the
bogus.
MCU.
Hold on. What'd you write in the subcategories? Language. I wish there was some kind of decent dialogue. Violence. I really enjoyed the dinner scene with Fury and Red Skull.
Red
Or
Skull
Skull Rife. Oh, man. That's awesome.
Probably not for
Nudity?
my family.
Nudity, unfortunately not, but you can see Amelia Clark naked in season 1 of Game of Thrones.
Am I wrong?
Bro.
The best review of that show I've ever had. We have to.
That's the
remind-
only review we need.
Yeah.
we have to remind our audience that Vader once gave an extra star to a movie because he saw the actress's boobs in a different movie.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Half star for boobs came from
Just corpse tits?
no.
No.
Half star for boobs was
Dina Meyer.
Dina Meyer from Starship Troopers. You saw her boobs, so therefore
Saw him last night in Starship Troopers.
Well, no, we were reviewing Star Trek Nemesis.
Yeah.
And so he bumped up his rating because he saw her boobs in a different, movie.
I had to give it. There had to be something from somewhere. It's such a bad movie. It's like, oh, I saw her tits in
this other movie,
Starship Troopers.
Therefore, that makes this movie slightly better.
I'll make it a little bit better. That's right.
I love it. That's great.
That's good
Yeah,
logic. It's solid.
when CriticList getting a boob slider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the nudity, right? If there's nudity. Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
Boobs.
Yeah, we.
But
I think it was
that's
one of
what it
y'all's
could be.
listeners. One of y'all's listeners that we have now. He goes into the nudity filter on every single thing that he reviews, and he rates whether or not you get to see boobs. That's all that's ever in that filter. And the type of boobs.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he breaks
And
it down.
the type of boobs. Oh yeah. Depending on the like the specific movie, where it's like no alien jumblies in this one for you, buddy. And so it's very specific. It's pretty excellent.
Get side, frontal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in
Do
Tomb
you know
Raider.
his name,
Yeah.
Blaine? Like, can we shout him out?
Man, dude, I was trying to remember, and I'm gonna regret it and feel bad. Hopefully, somebody in the chat will catch it, because I know that I'm not the only one that's caught this rating scale that he's got going on in there. But it's pretty fantastic. I'll see if I can find one.
That's how fun it can be to review things on CriticList, guys. Go jump in there and grab yourself.
Rotten Tomatoes would never allow you.
No, you'd never be allowed to.
It doesn't all have to be serious 4,000 word long reviews.
Wow, you were just like,
I can't do those.
I'm gonna post an essay just to piss you off.
yeah.
Do it. Go ahead.
I almost did for Alien because I love that freaking movie so much, but I was like, just watch our review when it comes out, because that's
I'm gonna have to go into Total Recall and give it an extra star for 3 boobs.
You're not wrong. Not
Wait, there's
wrong.
3 boobs?
3 boobs
Wow,
on one person.
a full star, not a half star.
Full star.
Yeah.
3 boobs.
Well,
are
shouldn't it
better
be
than-
4 then? If half a star is boobs,
Well, there's
then
3
4
boobs.
boobs.
Well, there was 3 boobs on the one hooker chick.
Wait.
Right.
There's a movie with 3 boobs?
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Total
No.
Recall.
Yeah.
What?
Never.
Jesus, Nadia. for
Dark
fuck's sake.
Knight. Remember for 8 months, everybody loves boobs. Guys love boobs. Girls love boobs. Barbies,
Babies.
babies. That's true. Boobs are the best. Completely agree.
That's right.
Maybe we
Blaine's
add like a
like,
schlongometer.
Schlong meter.
Schlong. Yeah, please.
Right.
But schlongs are never in movies, really.
Kevin Smith has a lot of schlongs in his
Yeah, but not good schlongs.
movies. Jason Mewes schlong.
No, I'll pass. Pass. I'm okay.
The dude's kind of hung. Not gonna lie.
Jason Mewes?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real or not.
I think that's a prosthetic.
I don't know. Kevin Smith said it was real, but he might just be covering for his friend.
Yeah.
I
Which,
don't
and they
know,
always
man.
give us flaccid too. Like, I mean, I want, give me the hammer if I'm going to get it, right? Like,
Oh, you can you can catch Liam Neeson's schlong in Rob Roy.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
is it
Well, it comes out of a cold lake, so it's a little.
shrinkage?
Vader
Shrinkage?
Vader deducts stars.
That's
for
true.
schlong.
Yeah.
No schlong. That's a
How,
minus.
wait, hold on. How many movies actually have schlong though?
I don't know.
If you don't count porn?
More
Yeah, no, of course
modern
not.
movies do than old movies. That's for sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
Like, is there equal opportunity?
House of Usher had some schlong in it.
Did it?
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a that's
it
not,
Yeah,
it's
but
a,
not impressive.
it's a
still.
TV show though.
Yeah.
Savage. You guys seen that show on?
What about Hangover with the
What
little
am I-
Asian guy
so-
jumping out of the freaking?
when I used to make prosthetics and stuff, there was a one time where I actually had to like plug hair in a piece for somebody
Whoa.
down there. So it was like a
Like a
yeah,
pube.
Yeah. So I sit there and just plug pubes into this piece
Wow.
for like an hour, and you have to like
That's-
change different colors because you gotta
Yeah,
have
the
variety.
carpet
You
matches the
can't-
drapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Pop a few grays in there.
Yeah.
There is the giant dick in Gen V. Have you seen that show?
I haven't-
No.
I thought
Bro,
it was
listen.
a boy.
So-
Hold on. What's up, Wayne?
So Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
Vader could say it. I mean, it is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life.
So there's a girl, one of the characters in Gen V.
Love sausage?
Is she, no.
No,
In Gen-
no.
Spin-off.
The TV show.
So it's basically high school or college for
The boys.
super
Yeah.
superheroes. One of the girls superheroes, her special power is she shrinks
Okay.
down to like this big,
Yeah.
right? So she has her boyfriend or some dude she's hooking up with who wants her to shrink down so she can play on his giant dick.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the scene is this giant 12-foot tall penis of this girl riding around on top of it like it's a freaking bucking bronco. It's hilarious. But it's literally a 10-foot tall giant prosthetic piece. It's real. They really made
They
this
built
thing.
it. It's
They
not CGI
built
or
this
nothing.
giant dick, and this girl is hanging on to it, riding around. It is the most absurd thing you have ever seen in your life. And it is real looking. It looks super real.
Wow.
It is like, I'm
Now,
like, oh.
I got one to top you, Vader.
Oh my
I kept watching. There's another bigger dick.
I can't watch that show. I stopped after episode 1.
There, you get to watch a bigger dick explode.
Oh, no.
I'm talking
No.
like engorged,
Oh, my
ruptured.
Oh.
Oh, kind of like the last
Mhm.
season of Boys, where what's his face?
Yeah, he
went
goes
in,
inside.
He
No,
and then-
seized.
Oh,
and
Not
he's like,
inside it. Not inside. This is like, this chick, she's like this big.
I understand where you're coming from. She's riding it
Yeah,
like
but
a Bronco.
what
I get it.
Blaine's
Yeah.
talking about, though.
No,
Yeah.
It
yeah.
blows up.
This is the chick with blood powers. She uses
Oh,
her
that's
blood
the man.
powers
Yeah.
to send all the blood there, and it gets enormous until it
Oh,
pops like a balloon.
I have to watch this show now.
I
I haven't
don't-
seen it yet.
I don't think I need to. I don't think I need
That's
to.
nasty.
You ever seen Teeth?
No.
Oh, yes, that movie.
Yeah.
Listen, oh, bro.
You guys see the trailer for the new season of Invincible?
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to see that. That
It
looks
looks
good.
It looks good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Well, anyway, check out Gen V if you want to watch weird
Weird penis
it's like
things.
the Boys.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
I think they're leaning a little too hard on
I got a
that.
thing for Homelander, man. I like him a lot. I don't know why. I got a thing for Homelander. I don't know. The whole milk thing, I'm okay with it. Let's do it.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a girlfriend that could shrink down like that, I probably wanted to do that too. You know, it's like, take a ride. Go do it.
Can you shrink down a few inches to make me feel bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like she's like
But
this
is it
big.
actually 10 inches in real life?
Are you asking me?
No. Do they show a full frontal of this guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
actually?
it's a giant dick.
No, I'm not talking about clothes when she's shrunk. I'm talking about like you get a full frontal of this guy. Is it
Oh,
actually like 10 inches?
No, I don't know. No,
A part of the joke is that it's not that
I'm-
big.
But the joke is, it's probably a 4-inch dick.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
it looks
saying.
like it's 18 feet tall.
I'm with
because
Sean.
She's literally an inch big when she's climbing around. on it.
Sean O'Brien says, "I really wish they'd stop with the gross stuff in the boys'
Yeah.
universe."
It is the
Sean
comics,
O'Brien.
bro.
It's not. It's not
the
Brian.
comics, man.
O'Brien.
Sean O'Brien. Yeah.
Brien, not
Sean
Brian.
Brian.
It's
Sean
Breen.
O'Brien. No,
O'Brien.
no.
O'Brien.
Hey, that should be my next dude shirt, Homelander. I think I'm going to do
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Sean, drop your phonetic pronunciation in the chat, please,
Sean
so
O-
we can school.
Sean
Alex.
O'Brien.
Sean O'Brien.
That's not how you say Brian.
Scott
though.
Bakula.
O'Brien.
Dracula.
That's not how you spell Brian. What the shit?
It's the Gaelic spelling.
Yeah.
You guys argue about weird shit.
JT said, so
How
how
the
about those
super
super chats?
We got, we got
There we go. $2 from JT.
We're talking about dick on here, man.
I come in and it becomes the wang hour.
Here for Nadia, 1 for Vader.
He wishes.
Oh
This channel
man,
would die if I wasn't on it. What are you talking about? Come on now.
we would have a lot
He's
less
just saying
fun.
because I'm going to be on JT's show tomorrow.
A
So
lot less fun. Oh, you are?
yeah, talk about werewolves.
Nice.
Mhm.
JT's got a good show. I like his stuff.
He does.
Oh, what's his next subject for
Is that
today?
the last one?
No, I think we're supposed to talk about like Blue Beetle or some nonsense. Which is that a DC or is that a Marvel
We
show?
got,
That's a DC
Did you
movie.
get that? Did you get
Movie.
that super from Dork from Danny?
From Danny? You mean the
Yeah, he
the
did.
members chat?
did,
Yeah, I
okay,
did.
got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Blue Beetle bombs. Shocking.
Shocked,
Wow.
So
blown away.
it is the
Surprise.
it is the movie that has made the least amount of money in the DCEU.
What?
Aquaman's going to be like, hold my
No.
beer.
Hold on. I heard they lost Aquaman. Did you guys hear that?
Nah, that's a.
It's
Why
fake?
do you believe everything on the internet?
I just said I heard. I didn't say it was real.
Listen, Aquaman will make more
what
money.
Aquaman
Aquaman will make
came
more-
out in, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, dude.
Go ahead, Wayne.
That's fine.
Sorry. I was going to say, James Gunn officially came out and said that it wasn't canon anymore. He basically jettisoned it before the movie even came out. And so no one's going to freaking go see it.
Well, you know what? Good for him because the last couple of ones, he's like, "This is the greatest movie ever. You need to see this." The Flash. I mean, I like the Flash, but regardless, this is the greatest movie. It's so good. And
Are you doing a Trump impression?
James Gunn Trump impression.
Best movie ever.
This is the best movie
ever.
Fantastic. First time I've heard him go, "This is not canon." He has not said this about any of the other movies that have came out prior to this.
But here's what's really going to happen.
Tell me, Vader.
Aquaman will make more money than the Blue Beetle or the Flash, simply on the Jason Momoa factor.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's that big of a draw?
I do.
I don't.
Wait,
Trust me.
The
Mark my
lady who
words.
wears multiple men's shirts
It'll
every time.
never be a Jason Momoa shirt.
You're not a Jason Momoa
What's
fan.
wrong
No.
with you?
No.
I'd wear a Jason Momoa shirt.
No, thank you. Pass.
I want a shirt with him wearing that Johnny Depp hat with all his cool rings.
I'm not saying he's not a nice guy. I'm just saying not my type.
Story. Can you talk about that story a little bit?
What the story?
With the Johnny Depp story?
There's not too much to it. Amber Heard was freaking out because she said something about how he would come to the set drunk and dressed up like Johnny Depp, just trying to get her out of here. Right? But it's not true. That's just how he dresses. Sure? Jason Momoa is a fashion-forward kind of metrosexual dude.
He kind of dresses like Johnny Depp.
got
Depp,
a
just by
bit.
default.
He's
He's got
a little
the
chunky though.
bracelets.
I'm gonna come into work. I'm gonna come into the studio someday. I'm gonna have a weird hat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have like
Scarf.
18 rings and a
Yeah.
scarf on my hands. Yeah.
You got to do like 17 bracelets on each hand,
Hell yeah, dude.
plus a watch.
I got some beads on for bracelet.
Yeah, go
bracelet
for it.
beads
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
You know,
And
I
then-
think Jason Momoa is a good looking guy.
like a handkerchief hanging halfway on
I'm
your
gonna
back
go
pocket.
watch Aquaman just because
You like Jason Momoa?
I have a man crush on Jason Momoa.
Good for you, man.
I like
And my
Patrick
wife can go
Wilson.
with me because she has a lady crush on him.
And I like the first Aquaman. I mean, it was a dumb movie, but it was enjoyable at least. So I'm kind of interested to see
Yeah.
what they're doing with the sequel.
Wait,
I don't know if I'm gonna go to the theater to watch this movie. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna.
But it is kind of funny because both the director and Jason Momoa obviously hate Amber Heard.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
want her back for the sequel, and then Elon Musk had to get his lawyers to threaten WB if they didn't bring her back. And then the whole Johnny Depp trial happened, and now everyone hates her.
so they probably
Dude, she shit on his bed.
I mean, I would hate anybody that would
I
shit
would-
on my bed on
Look,
purpose.
And she blamed it on the dog.
And then Johnny
mean-
Depp was like, I've seen my dog's shits. They're not that big.
It's a chihuahua, all right? Yeah, I mean, who does that?
Who says that?
And didn't she get caught in public doing
Yes,
it again?
yes, in
Yeah.
Spain.
Yep.
She was shitting in public in
She's
Spain.
got to have a fecal like fetish
Oh.
or something.
Blaine, are you gonna go see Aquaman too?
Bro, I probably, but the first one was bad. Like it was so corny and so like I mean I get why people like it because it's kind of that like good bad good. I don't know, but I'll probably end up seeing it and I probably will not like it very much.
I know my husband's watching. I hate to say this, but I would really like to go see it. I would support Patrick Wilson. I love that dude.
He's
And
the
then
he plays
you
the
You mean
brother.
Josh Lucas?
Yes,
Is,
Josh Lucas.
Is Boba Fett in it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
And he's
All
in
right,
it.
I'll go. Maybe I'll
Tamora
go just for
Morrison?
him.
Yeah, Tamora Morrison's in it as the father. It's funny they have like a half a second clip of Amber Heard in the movie in the trailer,
In the trailer.
and she's like kind of obscured by like a bubble or something like that. Like they're trying so hard not to include her in. They're like, what's the minimum her contract says she has to be in the trailer?
Well, because I think in the
One
trailer, Nicole Kidman's character's predominantly the female view in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just proud to say that I have not yet seen Blue Beetle, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to wait to see it when it's on streaming, which is probably going to be here soon, right?
I mean, when it comes on Max, I'll probably check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I told everybody nobody's going to go watch this movie because Blue Beetle is some D-list character that nobody's ever heard of.
He looks like a Power Ranger.
It's the poor kid from Cobra Kai though.
Yeah.
Do you think they thought maybe like, oh, this kid's really popular on Cobra Kai, let's give him his own
Well,
movie?
that's exactly that's why he got cast in the role.
Think so?
100% right.
So you
I mean,
think-
and it's not his fault. He's
No,
he's
no,
a good
no, no.
actor. You know, I mean,
But I guess
and-
the Cobra Kai fans aren't showing
but
up for him.
Blue
or-
Beetle? Who gives a shit about Blue Beetle?
I don't know. He's
I
probably
think it all
so-
has to do with James Gunn and him taking over DC. I think everybody's just like, none of this is real. It doesn't matter. It's not connected to anything, so I'm not watching
100%.
it.
Yeah, like as soon as James Gunn kind of laid out his roadmap and basically said, like, you know, we're not bringing back any of the Snyder Bros. We're not bringing back, you know, any storylines from before this, except for Peacemaker.
And my wife.
Yeah. You know, like everyone was like, oh, so like every movie that's coming out this year doesn't matter. So
Nope.
like we don't have to watch it. You know, we've complained that like with Marvel, people are like, we don't want to have to watch 12 TV shows to just like understand what's happening in one movie. But there is something to be said about like continuity between films, because what made the MCU work so well was the fact that they had this built into, you know, like if you want to get the build up to Infinity War and Endgame and stuff like that. You have to watch everything that comes out, and that's one of the reasons why the Captain Marvel movie did so well. Is because people like remember all those rumors where it's like, oh, like there's a big thing that happens in this movie that like you have to see, otherwise you're gonna be missing out on Endgame.
Oh, like the post-credit scenes too.
I was
Did you
duped.
stay for the post-credit scenes?
I was duped. I was duped.
We need to have a long discussion about post-credit scenes.
Can they be done? Can we be done with
And
them?
how irrelevant they are now.
I agree. They're just trailers for another movie.
But what gets me is when I go to a movie with somebody else at a non-Marvel movie, and they say, "Is there anything after the credits?" Like, fucking, it's not
like,
Marvel.
This is a John Wick movie.
Like,
My kids grew up in the age of this. They
Other than
think every movie.
Marvel have
Yeah.
started to put end credit
I know,
scenes in
it is
there.
yeah.
You know?
What would you say, Blaine?
And my kids have grown up in the age of Marvel, so they've seen them all. And every movie we watch, we finish King Kong. They're like post credits, right? I'm like, no.
No, this is not Marvel. Or this is not Marvel. This is this thing, and not every movie has to have post credits.
I'm trying to think back when this started.
It started with
And-
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Well,
yeah.
no, I think it started with
Incredible Hulk.
No, I think it started with Star Wars Episode 1, The
What?
Phantom Menace. Because if you watch through the credits, there's not a scene at the end,
Music.
but there's a
Oh, an Easter egg.
there's a Darth Vader Easter egg at the end of the
Well,
thing, and it's not a scene, but
It's just,
but it's like, holy shit, they just fucking did
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You know, which, so I don't know. I mean, that's just my
Well,
theory. but-
what's crazy is that nowadays it's not even a post-credit scene
No.
because like you used to have to sit through all the credits to get to that scene. Now it's like they'll do like the semi-credits, and then they'll have like the post-credit scenes, and then they'll have the real credits, and then maybe
Yeah.
if you're lucky they'll have a post-credit scene.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is just
they-
a continuation of the TikTok generation where they're
Right.
like,
No, and I used to like post credit scenes, but I don't care to watch them anymore because it's no longer part of the story or the universe they're trying to build. It's literally just a way to get you to go see the other movie. It's a trailer in a
Did
sense.
Ferris Bueller have the first post-credit scene?
Yes, I think so. Maybe
that's what chat's saying.
Really?
I
Ferris
don't- I don't
Bueller?
remember ever
Ferris
seeing
Bueller comes out. It's like, you're still here?
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
classic,
yeah.
though. The movie's over.
They're-
But that was a
Deadpool
play on
did
the
the same
movie.
thing.
It wasn't like
It was a fourth wall
it
breaking
wasn't
moment.
a sneak teaser into whatever was coming
Yeah,
next.
but it was a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was more of a what's that movie with Ryan Reynolds that he makes?
Oh, Daredevil.
No, Deadpool.
No, more of a
Deadpool, sorry,
Deadpool style
Deadpool.
thing.
Yeah.
I just
Ferris
said
Bueller
that.
was
Yeah.
Deadpool.
I'm
That's kind of
Googling. Sorry, you got me asking questions, so I'm Googling real quick. Oh, Screen Rant. I'm not going to read that. All right, never mind.
Let's see.
Freaking stupid.
So Marvel's dead. Okay,
So,
moving on.
Blaine, Nadia and my lovely soon bride to be are going to be going out to watch the new Exorcist movie this evening.
Yes.
What has CriticList been ranking Exorcist Believer?
I still think no one's reviewed it. Straight up, like, yeah. Which
Ooh.
really surprised me with it coming out right now. We have some serious horror people. We actually have some people that write for some like horror outlets and different things. And I have, at last I looked, it was not reviewed.
I will review it tonight. I'm still working on my Follow the House of Usher.
Oh, there is one. There's one.
Oh, there's one.
Damn it.
40%.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mhm.
That's not bad.
This is decent. Listen, I am going because I want to spend time with Jude, and she likes horror movies, and I'm along for the ride.
Oh man, they wrote like an actual legit.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
that's a
writing
post.
longer than that for the Fall of Hush. So sure, I started it. I was like, I probably need to scale this
But
back.
that's the thing that's cool about CriticList. It's like you can go in there and do the dials and you can write a short review, or you can go in there and do the dials or not do the dials, and you can write a legitimate
A real
review
legitimate
that
review,
you
yeah.
could like post on a newspaper or
Yeah,
something. You
yeah.
know, it's everybody treats it differently, and that's what I like about it. You know, it's very cool that way.
Yeah.
So
But
I've been-
there is a cool badge, and you guys know I'm a sucker for these badges from CriticList, and I know you
Don't
want.
say it. Don't let the public know until we get them.
let them figure it out.
Let them
man.
figure it out.
You can there's a certain badge that you can get for reviewing movies,
For the first review.
being one of the first to do something.
Yeah.
So you've got a chance. There's a million movies out there. You can review one that maybe you're in the first 100 or something like that. Maybe you can get somewhere. Who knows? I'm addicted to these freaking badges though.
I shouted out CriticList on Dames and Dorks. I'm trying to get the girls on it as well to get us going.
We got a $5 super chat from Adam Wolford. Wait, is Amber Heard German? That explains it. The first post credits. The first post credit was Monsters of the Universe. At the end, a Skeletor pops up out of the water. Oh, that's interesting. Monsters of the Universe. It's like an old school, like old horror movie, like Universal. What are we talking about?
You butchered that so bad I couldn't make.
Can you reread it? Because
I don't know if I can do any better.
I'm illiterate apparently.
Adam Wolford, $5. Wait, is Amber Heard German? Question mark. That explains it. The first post credit was Masters of the Universe.
It would be Masters of the Universe.
The first post credit was Masters of the Universe.
It says
At
Monsters.
the end, Skeletor pops up out of the water.
Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe.
So I didn't misread it.
No, he mistyped it.
All right.
But yeah, that's cool. Thank you for the $5.
Thank you for the $5. And for making me feel illiterate.
And I feel like that was probably an autocorrect.
Probably.
Does autocorrect screw with you guys like it screws with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of the F word, it puts duck.
It's so annoying.
I'm fucking annoyed
I
right
just
now.
keep it at this point. I don't care. I'm just like, whatever.
I think autocorrect is set up to make you sound as dumb as humanly possible.
Yeah. What's great is when you're sending a professional email through your email account and you're using your phone and it autocorrects and you just like look like a drunken slob.
I've sent that to my boss and my boss's respond, "You okay?"
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, I was on the road.
Yeah.
So Beard of Liberty clarifies the live action Masters of the Universe movie is where the Skeletor comes out of the water.
Nice. Oh, and we also should clarify that Breen is Brian.
It is Brian.
He did clarify that.
Did he clarify that?
It was
It's
up
Irish.
in the chat a little bit.
It's
ways,
Irish.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not
Well.
Breen.
It's how it's spelled.
Alexo Breen. Hey, laddie.
It's kind of like McLeod, where like, you know, if you read it phonetically, it's McLeod.
Oh,
But
you
it's
can find
McLeod.
me Lucky Charms.
Hey, your wife's asking you a question
Who, me?
in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh.
No, the answer is no.
Can I buy tequila
Absolutely
at
not.
Costco? No.
Oh, hey, you know what?
What?
That reminds me. I made a big, huge, life-altering thing happen yesterday. I got a Costco card.
Oh, you're
I'm
old.
banned.
30 cents a gallon.
Oh, yeah. It saves you a
Holy
lot of
shit.
money.
That's the only reason I got it was for gas prices. But man,
I'm banned from Costco.
I'm going in Costco. That place is like heaven.
What?
It should be like in a cloud up in the sky. I can buy toilet paper for $1. Charmin for $1 a roll.
Oh, Kirkland's way
It's
to go. man.
amazing. No. It's got to say none of this Kirkland shit. Okay, it's got to say Charmin, or my wife won't use it.
I miss.
Okay, that's just the way.
I
it
miss
is, but still, it's
Costco,
pretty
man. I asked my dad when I was visiting. I was like, "Can we go?" He took me to Costco for sure. I was like, I am not allowed to go to Costco right now.
Costco. I'm gonna
I
go
buy
buy
tequila at
I'm gonna go
Costco.
buy-
How much is it? Chat how much it is and see if we can get the chat to support me on that.
Should we do a poll?
Yeah.
what's the poll?
Can she get tequila at Costco?
Absolutely.
Also help me buy it, guys.
No tequila. He doesn't need any tequila.
Super
Yeah, he
chat
doesn't
me.
need another child.
But wait,
God
is
damn
it for you or for Ashley?
It's probably for her.
Because you know she is of the tequila persuasion,
Yeah.
right? You know, so
What?
She is Latina.
she is Latinx.
Yeah, she's a sexy
Latinx.
Latina.
She's Latinx.
Don't
So, you know.
say that. Don't say that. That's not a thing. That is not a thing.
Latinx.
Nobody
What is
who's
it?
actually Latin
I
wants
know.
to be called
I know.
Latin.
I'm aware. Tequila. Ay, ay, ay.
Adam wants to let us know for $2 that his autocorrect got me.
How much was gas at Costco?
It was 30 cents off.
I might be able to go back now.
30 cents off of what the regular gas station.
30,
is.
You
yeah,
hear
it's
that,
not 30
Chris?
cents a gallon.
If you're
but
listening, that's who banned me.
over
from
a
Costco.
year of
Oh,
your
okay.
$60 membership, it is definitely going to pay for itself right now.
He got
Oh, right now,
So-
yeah.
yelled
Yeah.
at like a teacher, like a mother would yell at a child by a cashier, and ever since then, he will never go back
Yeah.
at all.
Oh,
But you know,
yeah,
you can buy pallets of toilet paper and water
pallets.
and 30 cents off a gallon for
Dude,
gas. It's
eggs.
well worth it.
The
During
best
the-
place to buy eggs, Costco.
Yeah.
During the coof, man, that place was run out.
I told my wife, she goes, "What are we going to do with this?" I was like, "Honey, we're like hours away from World War III. We can stock up on all kinds of stuff."
Get their pumpkin pie.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, their bakery's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
like 18 pies and stick them in a tiny little fridge.
Yeah.
Blaine's like, why are we talking about
I don't know.
Costco?
Listen, no. It's actually, I forgot to let everyone know Costco is sponsoring today's episode. Critically, taking a step back. And look, they're a little too powerful for us. Can't compete with Costco.
Yeah. Have you heard about CriticList?
Yeah, CriticList is the way to
That's a
go.
really cool.
While you're waiting in line at Costco,
Go.
Right.
You can
You can
review your
review
movie
a movie
on
on
CriticList.
CriticList.
You can watch the ongoing saga of my parody account that started yesterday that has boiled out of control.
You know you've made it when there's a parody account made for you.
And
Just
then
one
other
more.
users are helping them.
Yeah.
It's like $30.
I want to ask Blaine, what's your take on the original Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino?
Pivoting.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I have never seen it.
Me either.
Wow.
Never seen
Well,
it. Dude.
that's not a surprise now.
What?
You haven't seen a lot of
You haven't
stuff.
seen anything.
Blaine hasn't seen Heat?
I know. I haven't seen it.
Bro.
I
Do we
know.
do
I
a
know.
watch party?
Let's
But
do a watch
listen,
party here.
Yeah. As long as it's not starting at midnight, I will come in there.
Yeah. Poor
That's
Vader.
the only time I can do those.
I know. Sorry, buddy.
Well, for the
I
people
really
who-
wanted to join.
For the people who have seen Heat, apparently they're making a sequel.
So is it
I
a
know-
movie or a TV show?
It's a movie.
Was it a
Movie.
TV show at some point?
It was they made it into a miniseries
Mm-hmm.
in TV originally. So like first it was a novel, then it was a miniseries, then it was a movie, then they wrote a sequel in novel form, which is a prequel and a sequel. So basically, the idea for the movie is Adam Driver is going to play a young Robert De Niro character as he puts together his crew to pull heists in Chicago, and then Al Pacino is going to come back as old Al Pacino to do the sequel of him as an older version of
Is
the
he-
character he plays.
Is he gonna take his shirt off?
I don't
Ben
think so.
Swolo?
Hold on. Adam Driver's going to play a young De Niro?
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Prosthetics. You'll be fine.
Well, no, he's going to be Adam Driver, but he's playing the same character as De
well,
Niro.
obviously. But
But I'm saying if you're worried that he doesn't look like De Niro, they probably will add a prosthetic or two,
like a mole right
something to give him a little bit more features that it looks like a younger.
They'll do like they
yeah.
did with Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the
Looper.
Bruce Willis movie.
Looper. Yep.
Mhm.
We don't talk about Ryan Johnson movies.
there. Yeah. Blaine, you
I
broke
know.
the first rule of the Salty Nerd
I
podcast.
That's it. Get him out of here.
I like that movie. That movie was pretty good.
We don't talk about
That one
Ryan
in
Johnson.
Brick. We can talk about that one in Brick. Come on, those are safe,
Okay.
right? And then it went off the cliff.
Knives Out, whatever.
Oh,
Huh?
I bet. Knives Out.
I don't
So
know.
wait,
I'm
is this
not
a
at all excited
sequel?
about this. Yeah.
Is this a
it-
sequel
it-
or a prequel?
So it's a sequel, but it also incorporates a prequel. So like it goes from the prequel to the sequel, and then the original movie takes place in between.
So to understand what's going on in this, what would you have to watch?
Just the movie.
original.
Oh, just the original?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to read the books or
There's
watch
no
the
book,
miniseries
no.
or anything? Okay.
I'm not.
But Ridley Scott or Michael Mann is directing this, and it's based off the novel that he wrote to be the sequel.
Man, I cannot wait to not watch this.
I'm not excited about this at all. No, I like Adam Driver as an actor, but I don't like the concept.
You know, it's
Doesn't
like
sound right.
hey man, we're gonna make a sequel to that movie from that 1997 movie that nobody watched, 1997. It's gonna be fantastic.
A lot of people watch that movie.
Who's
I mean, I
in
remember
the
we watched it.
original?
We actually reviewed it on the show.
Yeah.
But it was so I don't remember what I gave it, and I don't really remember a whole lot about it. Other than there was this really cool gunfight with like
It was an all-star cast.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing it had. It doesn't mean it was a good movie, but it was.
It was a pretty good
I
movie.
don't remember what I gave it. It was probably a 3.5 star.
It was
Probably.
a decent. I like the movie. I just
Yeah.
this sequel
It's not.
idea.
It's not a movie that I think of. That movie needs a prequel
right. Yeah.
Or a
Exactly.
sequel.
or a sequel or a preschool or
A
whatever.
prequel?
Preschool,
A
preschool,
requel?
sequel.
I'm just.
I don't
I'm
know.
not excited because I don't like. De Niro's getting up there.
He just
Eh.
had a kid.
Oh my god, dude! Both of these guys.
He just
Listen,
had kids.
Both of these guys were
90,
like.
90-year-olds
knock 'em up.
having kids with today's modern technology is not a weird thing to me anymore. It's just I feel bad for the kids more than anything, because they're not going to have a
You know,
daddy
dad's
around.
90.
Yeah,
Oh, did you hear Michael Caine officially retired?
Good for
him.
I did. Good
for
he's,
him.
he's like, I'm 90. There are no roles for
Yeah, I'm
90-year-olds.
Good for him. Good for him. He had a great
Hey,
run.
you know what I just saw on CriticList, Blaine?
What'd you see?
Nobody has reviewed Knives Out.
Going
Mr.
right now.
Kadish.
Going right now.
Knives Out.
I've seen it.
Have you? I haven't
Yeah.
seen
I
it.
didn't like it.
I don't think it's that good. I don't like it.
Am I breaking a rule?
It's okay. It's
Talking about Ryan Johnson movie.
I know, but I didn't say his name. You did.
the sequel is pretty bad.
You know what's funny is on the surface, I like the Knives Out movies simply because like I like mysteries.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they're really shitty mysteries.
Yeah.
Like they really are. Like
100%.
if you get sidetracked by like, because I love the Agatha Christie, Kenneth Branagh movies, you know, and I just love mysteries in general. But like if you get sidetracked by the sets and the characters and stuff like that, it's very easy to miss the fact that Ryan Johnson has no idea how to actually craft an engaging mystery.
Dude, did you watch his TV show?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
I thought that was terrible too, because it was like they would tell you the whole mystery and then you just got to watch it happen.
It was the Columbo model, right? Where
Pretentious.
basically you see the crime and then the character shows up and solves the crime, but you already know who did it. And that's intentional on Ryan Johnson's part because he doesn't know how to misdirect, right?
Right.
Like he made his career on subverting expectations, except when it comes to like actual mysteries.
You know what I prefer over the Knives Out movies?
Clue.
The murder mystery movies with Adam Sandler and that hottie.
The first one was good. The second one not so
The
much.
one with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Oh, they're fun.
They're fun.
They're fun.
It's
the
got
first one
Jennifer
was
Aniston
good.
in it. Come
The
on.
first one was good.
The three of you like that movie?
It's
No,
Jennifer Aniston.
No, it's Jennifer Aniston.
Interesting.
She's my hall pass.
I mean, I get it, but it's I don't know. I tried to watch some of Adam Sandler's Netflix movies, and it just
If you don't like Adam Sandler movies, you cannot hang out with
I
us.
do like Adam
All right.
Sandler movies. I just don't like the
The
last.
straight to Netflix ones?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, Jack and Jill was terrible.
the Halloween one was.
Is it
I
weird?
couldn't even finish it.
I don't know
Is it weird what?
that I like Adam Sandler movies. But
Hold on. You know what I haven't? So Blaine, I blame you for this because you created an addicting app. But I went down like a Denzel Washington rabbit hole, and I reviewed like a bunch of his movies, and now I'm like Adam Sandler. He's got a huge library of movies.
What was the weird one that came out a couple of years where he's a jewelry?
Oh, Uncut Gems.
Which I was really excited to see that when I saw the trailer first, and then when I went to go see it, I turned to Chris halfway and I was like, what the F are we watching? Because this is nothing like what the trailer had sold me on.
Yeah, I liked Murder Mystery. Jennifer Aniston. That first one was really good. The second one wasn't as good, but it was still kind of fun.
He did that Hubie Halloween or whatever. That one was pretty fun, actually. Halloween movie.
Really? I
recently.
couldn't finish it.
Have you seen You Don't Mess with Zohan?
Yes. Yes, I have. I have seen
No.
most of Adam Sandler's
It's one of the
movies.
greatest movies ever made.
I've seen most of Adam. One of my favorite
Smell my feet.
I don't even like rom-coms, but I like 50 First Dates. So like I've seen
50
most-
First Dates is a
yeah.
good movie.
So
Yeah.
I
God,
grew up with Adam
many
Sandler.
freaking
We might be
movies.
watching that for my birthday this year.
What?
You Don't Mess with Zohan.
Oh my God.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, you're gonna make me review that movie?
Yeah, I think I might.
Dude,
What's up?
Anger Management with
Yeah, dude.
Jack Nicholson. Come on, bro. These movies.
Anger Management is great.
It's a great movie. Dude, Adam Sandler had his time. He definitely
Yeah.
had his time. He's still
I lament that we never
Had-
got an Opera Man movie.
Had his time. He's still going strong. Dude.
but, well, no, he's not. He's far from his peak. Come on.
What are you talking about?
You think he's
Hasn't
still
even
at his peak?
Haven't even hit his peak yet. Hasn't even hit his peak yet.
Jack and Jill was his peak.
Dude, The Wedding Singer was 1998. That was
That was great. That's
He's
a great movie
timeless.
too.
phenomenal
It's
movie.
timeless.
Timeless.
I just
Happy
rewatched
Gilmore.
that movie.
Happy
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore. This is all 90s.
Billy
dude.
Madison.
Billy Madison,
Yeah, man.
95.
I've seen probably all of Adam Sandler movies,
Happy Gilmore.
except for the straight to Netflix ones.
I'm gonna have to go down this rabbit hole and review a bunch of these movies this weekend.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy, got my work cut out for me at criticlist.com, folks. Go sign up. It's a great app. We love using it. The culture is amazing. It's by movie fans, for movie fans, and Blaine can attest. I know you put a lot of work into this app, man. So if you have a pitch or if you want to mention anything particular that might hook people into this app, let them know now. Now the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as keep coming on in. Y'all's audience has been great. It's been such a happy place in there. It really it's been fun to just hang out. And I had somebody tell us the other day, they were kind of like, look, with everything going on in the world and how crazy it's been, this has been like the one place where I can go and just hang out and just like leave some reviews and hang out in these groups. And there's nothing hostile. It's just chill. We're just talking about movies, and it's just an easy place to be. And as someone who was not a big social media user, I've found myself using it way more than I have used anything else. Granted, I made it, so whatever. And actually, Alex, I was going to tell you, with you being the achievement hunter, so we have something brewing, and I can't talk about it yet, but we need more and more people to keep getting into the app so we can execute it. But I'll just let you know that we have something massive and super, super cool planned for achievements. And it's brewing. So we need to get some, we need to keep packing the house out and we'll pull the trigger. So we've got some cool stuff concocted. I'll just put it that way.
So yeah, Nerdy Neo, my boy, is in here saying, what? Alex isn't an achievement hunter. I am. He's as far as video game goes. Yeah, he's one of those ones who hunts down the 100% achievement things. So yeah, Nerdy Neo, if you haven't, I think you already have, but if you haven't already, join up for CriticList. And I've got some questions, man. There's a new one. I don't remember seeing this. This might be a new one. Is Easter egg new, Blaine? Did you guys just add this?
It's been down there.
Has it?
That one,
okay.
Yeah, that one's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so the clue is, I'll read the clue and then we'll move on. Find the first, maybe they'll tell. Probably not. I don't know what that means.
It's very literal. This one is one of the most literal.
Find the first Easter egg and maybe it'll tell.
Find the first Easter egg in a movie?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's so vague and cryptic.
But how can you, if you review something, how can you say that you found the first Easter egg?
I don't know.
Maybe
it's
a CriticList Easter egg somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the first Easter egg you're trying to find.
The first badge? No, I have the first badge.
I don't know.
All right, we could sit here for hours trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I heard there was a secret group in this app. I heard.
Yes, there is.
Are happening. There's scheming.
There's a private collectors group that there's only 3 people in it. It's very private.
What about me?
I don't know if you're in or not.
He
I don't
doesn't
know.
even let me in it. I'm kind of pissed off right now.
I don't know.
Oh, did I just put you on blast?
It's a private chat. Do you have access to the private chats? If I log them down, you're a developer.
No, I don't personally. I mean, I maybe could. I don't know. We built these out a very specific way. We could get in if we wanted to, I'm sure. But yeah, I can't.
Honestly. Yeah, I'm sure you could. But yeah, it's me and Odin's movie blog and Wine Fiend. Sorry, Wine Fiend.
Yeah, that's Matt, who works with me's wife. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we're all hunting down badges. Say how many badges. How many badges do you have? Do you qualify? Maybe that's how it should
I think
be.
I have 3 badges.
That's not enough.
What do you mean that's not enough?
No stinking badges.
You don't qualify. I have. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3,
Vader
4,
and I will
5,
have our own
6,
private
7,
group.
8, 9. I got 9 badges.
I don't have that much time, Alex.
Got 9 of them.
Hold on, 1.
I got 8. Is that not qualified?
No, you need one more. No.
I have 4. I have 4.
Get on it, Nadia. All right, the last topic today. Matthew Vaughn. Let's pull this up real quick. Mr. Producer.
Related to Vince Vaughn? No?
I don't know. Halle Berry, X-Men. Matthew Vaughn quit X-Men The Last Stand. Terrible movie, by the way. After discovering plan to trick Halle Berry with a fake Storm script that would be trashed after she signed on to return.
That's not very nice.
Ugh, Hollywood's gross. Before Matthew Vaughn is, where should I start here? Okay, so the quote. This is a quote from Matthew Vaughn himself. One of the main reasons I quit X-Men 3, and this is a true story, I assure you, I'm not lying. That's what he said. Vaughn said, I went to an executive's office and I saw an X3 script. It was a lot fatter. I asked, what is this draft? And they were like, don't worry about it. So I grabbed it and opened it, the first page, and it said, Africa, kids dying from no water, and storm creates a thunderstorm to save all the children. Oh, that keeps going? I don't want to read this much. I thought it was a pretty cool idea, Vaughn continued. And I said, what is this? And they said, this is the Halle Berry script because she hasn't signed on yet. This is what she wants to be. She wants it to be. And once she signs on, we'll throw it into the bin. Wow. Freaking dirty little. Ugh, God, I hate freaking
Producers.
Yeah. Slimy. If you're going to do that on an Oscar-winning actress who plays Storm, I quit. Yeah, sure, he said that.
Yeah, it was a total bait and switch scenario where basically they had a fake script written up where Storm was going to have a very prominent role in it. She was going to sign on, and then they were going to be like, "Oh, we did a rewrite. You're now contractually obligated to do this script."
How many people do you think they've done that to? That's
a ton.
Actually worked. Wow.
No, I think they do it pretty regularly to pretty much every actor.
Terrible. No, that's another movie franchise that I haven't gone down the rabbit hole in. Well,
it's funny. So like Matthew Vaughn left the project, and then they brought Brett Ratner on, and he gave us the X3 that we eventually got.
Yeah.
And in order to get Halle Berry to return, they had to make her the head of Xavier's Academy and like all this other stuff. But then Vaughn came back to reboot it with X-Men First Class, and so those were like his babies.
Dude, I remember.
I liked First Class.
I liked First Class too. I really enjoyed First Class.
Dark Phoenix. Oof.
That was rough.
They can't do Dark Phoenix.
That was rough.
That was Simon Kinberg.
Simon Kinberg, who can't write a freaking TV show to save his life.
Invasion guy?
Yeah, Invasion guy wrote that movie. That's why it was so terrible.
Was that your little
he not only wrote it, he directed it too.
He directed that movie too?
Mm-hmm.
Explains a lot.
That dude's a hack.
He's terrible.
I'm calling it Simon Kinberg hack.
Well, in the original, like the early ones, the 2000 ones, they tried to do Dark Phoenix too, and that didn't work out as well there.
Yeah. X3 had an element of Dark Phoenix in it, that because Jean turns bad and then she joins up with Magneto and the whole thing, and Wolverine has to kill her. But yeah, it was also I remember it being a letdown at the time. Like, oh, that's what they did with that. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Was this before Patrick Stewart was 90 or after?
Before.
Young Patrick Stewart.
He was 88.
Oh, well.
It's still a couple years in him.
I'm an android.
Oh, that's
which, and now we're getting more of that series brought back in because of Deadpool. They're bringing back Hugh Jackman again, and I'm just like, dude. I mean, listen, Hugh was great and whatever, but it's like he's not Wolverine to me as like a longtime fan. It's like I'm ready. Let's move on. Let's get somebody new.
That's a perfect question for you, then.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Don't say. You're not supposed to say it.
Leading the witness.
Yeah, don't lead him. Who do you want to see as Wolverine?
Dude, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad choice. Daniel Radcliffe could be fun. There were also rumors of what's his face from Kingsman, who I thought
Taron
Egerton. Yeah, Taron Egerton is pretty cool. We need somebody short and stocky, like OG Wolverine, like the comics.
About Tom Hardy.
No.
They need a no name, somebody new.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's too famous for it.
Too old too.
That also. Yeah.
Granted, I mean, if we're talking Daniel Radcliffe, that's not exactly no name either. So,
but he's so attached to Harry Potter.
He's trying to break away from it, though.
Yeah.
Have you seen the crazy movies he's done?
Yes. Well, good for him. By all means, go for it.
Yeah.
But that's like normies. I feel like are going to be like, you mean that kid from Harry Potter's Wolverine? Like that's going to be most people's reaction.
It's going to be the Robert Pattinson thing about Batman, where everybody was like, that guy from Twilight's going to be Batman, and a majority of people liked the Batman.
Did
they did? Really?
I mean, it was 3 days too long, in my opinion.
I did like it, but
I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
The new Batman
with Sparkles.
Yeah,
with
Sparkles.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like Sparkles, but I liked the movie.
Have you guys seen the new Pete Holmes sketch where the old Batman fires the new Batman?
No.
So like he Pete Holmes, who kind of his claim to fame is doing like these Christians what was it, like the Nolan Batman. So like he's had these sketches coming out where he fires different members of the Justice League, and he's done like Cyborg, he's done Wonder Woman, he's done Superman, and then his latest one is he fires the Battinson Batman.
Oh. Yeah. It's like Funny or Die, like sketch comedies guy. That dude.
That guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Pete Holmes was doing some really good ones.
I don't know. Yeah, I like that movie, but I'm not really on Pattinson's side as far as Batman. He's too skinny.
He's too emo.
It's year one Batman. Right. Isn't it year one or year two? It's year one.
It's early Batman. Yeah,
it's early Batman.
Yeah.
It's not bulky Batman.
I
Well, it
think,
doesn't have to be
I
bulky,
think
but
we
he
need
has
to go 20 years without a Batman movie.
20 years.
Yes, that way I'll be dead. And I won't have to watch anymore.
What's weird is that so they're going forward with the Pattinson Batman universe,
Mhm.
right? Because they have a Penguin show in the works and they have a sequel on their plate, but they're also doing James Gunn's version of Batman with Damian Wayans as Robin.
What?
Anthony Muschietti is directing that, I believe.
No, the comic book character Damian Wayans.
Oh, okay.
Brave in the Bold or
I hate
something.
what I'm turning into.
Crotchety old.
Cranky old bastard. Get in my belly.
You know, to emphasize that, my dad, who's actually on the app, was like, "Who's the other old dude? He's in there. He seems like he's kind of my type of guy." I was like, "I'm talking about Vader."
How old's your dad?
He is 64 now.
No, he's got 11 years on me.
I told him he was probably at least about 10 years older than you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right.
You fit in well, though.
Whatever.
You're an old soul.
I think with Warner Brothers rebooting Harry Potter, they'll cast an entirely new Harry Potter. That'll give him a leg up to be able to play Wolverine.
Listen,
Because now that everybody's going to associate the
As
new
much
guy
as much as
Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe is shredded, and I give him all the props in the world because he is shredded right now. Nobody will ever accept him as Wolverine.
Not intimidating enough.
Never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's gonna have.
He's supposed to be a short dude.
He's gonna have those stupid glasses on and his Z on his head, and it's just
See?
it is never gonna. It's a Z.
It's a lightning bolt.
It's a Z.
It's
Yeah,
a lightning
Look
bolt.
look at it close.
It's a
Twist the
lightning
camera.
bolt. All
It's
right.
a Z. Okay. And so yeah, Expelliarmus, whatever.
I like I read something where they were like, yeah, the way the movie portrays the scar on the face is kind of corny, but here's a rendition of what we actually think the scar might look like. And it legitimately looks like it got struck by lightning and his face is all kind of a little messed up. And it looks freaking dope. The concept art. I was like, damn, that's freaking cool.
My dog
Cool
knows,
scars always look good.
Right? Yeah.
my dog knows Akio because that's her like come to us. Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah. So what?
It's nice. Your what? Your dog?
Yeah, my dog.
It's nice that you're teaching your dog demon languages.
No, half my back is tattooed in Harry Potter.
So
No way.
References, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have any tattoos. Do you have any movie reference tattoos, Blaine?
Oh yeah, dude. My
You do?
my wait for it. Hold on. Here we go. Here's my
go.
super.
Look at that.
There's a Spider-Man right there. We got Batman
Okay.
over here. Yeah,
Look
I
at
got
big.
some.
Look at big, Matthew.
Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
got a couple there.
I want to see that.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. Here we go. All right, there's Wolverine right there.
Hey.
Yeah.
And we got Spider-Man on the front over here. I got really obscure. We got Magic over here, but my favorite, which you can't see great, is Star-Lord. Way. Here we go. Right there.
It's like Pornhub all of a sudden.
Yeah. Wait, both legs. Here we go.
Oh gosh, I'm going.
I have a Star Wars tattoo.
You
I have
do?
a pretty big one too. I've got Leia's blaster on my leg here
Oh, okay.
with the rebel symbol, and it says "I love you." And Chris has Hans that says "I know."
Nice.
Yeah, on his leg.
Little
So,
little couple tattoos. I
yeah,
don't have any.
you're not cool.
I'm a blank slate.
That's
plain.
okay.
So, did we ever determine whether or not Ashley's getting tequila?
I don't know. Did we do a poll?
No,
No. Okay. I didn't get any $30 super chats.
I have
so-
to go get my cat treats. So you should go. And
Your
get
evil
some-
cat.
My evil.
Your
demon
evil
cat.
demon cat who would sell your soul for a kibble.
I literally just got a text a little bit ago. It's like, can you go get the cat treats?
Do
I
they
was
like any treats? Because I have treats my
no,
cat won't eat.
No, he only eats greenies.
So a
Oh.
little bit of a spoiler alert for our Alien review. But Blaine, I want to know, who is the actual bad guy in your opinion in the movie Alien?
The alien.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna say.
The answer is Jonesy.
The answer is the freaking cat, Jonesy. Is the
Jonesy.
true bad guy.
Listen, cats are always the bad guy. They're always the villain in my life. I mean, so listen, I'm game for that. I mean, when you die, they eat you. They're freaking evil. Okay.
No. Yeah. Well, no.
But
Listen.
here's the thing, though. If you're dead, do you care if your cat eats you?
I mean, that's a good point.
I don't.
It's a little dark.
Your family does
mean-
probably.
I mean, if he needs some sustenance and there's nothing else left to eat, sure.
Yeah,
eat my toe.
it's fucking like a
That's
fruit
fine,
cat
whatever.
person.
But
I
what,
don't, I
are
don't
they
think a
gonna
cat's
deliver?
worthy of eating me. Maybe like a dog.
when I asked for pictures of animals and he's like, "Here's my Instagram for my cat." I'm
No,
like,
yeah.
You have a cat? I'm
True
like,
Louie, right?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed, especially the
And
type of cat you have.
And he's gorgeous. He's a James Bond villain cat.
Do you like little dogs too, like chihuahuas? Are you a little dog guy?
No, I'm a big dog guy.
Okay.
I'm a big, but we don't have a dog right now. We were actually bulldog guys. We've always had English bulldogs, but we are dogless at the moment. But
yeah, if you go and watch Alien again through the lens of Jones as the bad guy, it totally makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's about it for the live stream. We're going on 2 hours. Blaine, thank you so much for joining us as well.
Sure.
Really appreciate it. Make sure if you haven't already, go sign up for CriticList. It's a really fun app. You guys are great over there, and I love how well you take criticism. I've every once in a while I pop into the suggestion box or whatever for the app, and they're like, there's just people in there going, "This freaking part sucks, man," and this needs work, and you're just like, "I got you guys. I'm on it." So I love that you're just like, okay, taking it all in, using it to grow, make the app better. I love it.
Right. You got to. I mean, there's no point in being any other way. I mean, granted, I'll be like, I'll have 2 pennies to rub together by the time I'm done with all of it, but it's all good.
That's good stuff. It's a great app, great community. Join up, folks. And we'll see you next week for sure. November is not yet. That's 2 weeks from now. Sorry, I'm already planning ahead.
It's going to be Halloween.
It's Halloween live stream.
Are we dressing
right?
up?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Can we do costumes?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we can do costumes if you want. Is that
Wait,
next
wait,
week?
wait. No. Halloween's 2 weeks away.
Hold on. What's next Tuesday? Next Tuesday is the 24th.
Okay.
The following Tuesday is the 31st.
Can we? I don't want to show up in full fucking costume, and the 3 of you are in just t-shirts and a hat.
I'm gonna dress up as Matthew Kadish.
Okay, no, not allowed. All right.
I'm going to dress up as Matt Bader.
You guys,
I'm serious. I have like full blown costumes.
Show up like we normally show
you
up.
guys look exactly alike right now.
I'll
The
wear my-
scraggly
I'll wear
beard.
my Garth Algard this outfit.
I'll be very upset. I will leave.
Kadish can just bring a cat and a pocketbook and just carry it around.
We're essentially the same, except he's smart and I'm dumb. So.
All right, so in 2 weeks.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
want to do costumes
Yeah.
in 2
Let's
weeks?
do it. It'll be
I'm
fun.
gonna wear an
All right.
alien helmet.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, folks. Thanks so much for watching the show today. I hope you had a great time. Shout out to our super chatters real quick. Let me run down the line. We got Joker's Voice, Mr. Tickle Trunk, WG with some gifted subs, JT twice, is the Dork Knight, and Adam Wolford. Wolford.
You're having a problem today,
How do
man.
you say it without like stumbling?
It's
Is it
WOFFORD, right?
Yeah,
Wolford.
Wolford?
Wolford.
You say it real
Wolford.
fast? Wolford?
Just say it fast. Wolford.
Yeah.
How many times can we say his name?
My English is worse than you, and I'm sounding better today. Like,
I am illiterate.
You need to go get some tequila.
Adam, thank you so much for the super chats. You guys have been great. Thanks all. See you next week. Stay salty.
What kind